We're live.
And we're live. Yes, the Lonely March back on our originally scheduled day. Here to talk some wrestling, talk some Survivor Series, talk some news, play some games, have a good time. But I'm not going to have a good time alone, even though we are lonely. I'm here with Richie. Richie, how's it going?
Look, I've had plenty of good times alone before, but we're not getting into that. But yeah, good to be here. Good to talk. Yeah, talk some Survivor Series, noteworthy show, and then talk about heading into what's Saturday night's main event, where the last time is now, and talk and play some games. Not war games, but just general other games.
I came up with a new game, but it's kind of Royal Rumble related, so I feel like I should wait till like Royal Rumble season to do that one. But I do have another game we could play related to that. So no, I'm just throwing that out there. But I'll wait till we get closer to that, where it's like festivities for that, that sort of thing.
Yes, and as always, joined by Austin Pez Howell. Austin, how are you doing?
The soon-to-be successor to Lonely Marks, Jacob. I hate that I have to say that. That's weird, man. Like it's weird to like officially be taking over the show that you started and then invited me to come on. So that's a little weird for me. But again, like WWE says, we wish you your best in your future endeavors. So, but yeah, no, we wouldn't be here without you, buddy. So always a pleasure to talk wrestling with you, man.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk some wrestling. We're going to first start with our fantasy update, as we always do.
Yes.
And yes, JPO, hopefully he'll be with us soon. If not, I'm sure he'll be happy to know that he is still comfortably in first place. Since you guys were last on screen, we've had 3 shows because we did our show a little early because of Thanksgiving for those of us in the States.
And then they had that big Thanksgiving like Dynamite Collision show or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had Thanksgiving Eve, and then they had Thanksgiving, and then obviously Dynamite last night. And so I'm sorry guys, it might be a formality at this point that we just go through the season because it's looking like JPO's got a comfortable lead. He's sitting at 1860. Pez is sitting at 1725. So there's still maybe.
It's like that, but like it would have to be a situation where like everybody on my roster like won all their matches from here to the rest of the thing, and we're on like most of the shows for me to like actually catch up, that sort of thing. And given the fact that most of the people I have on my roster, Jacob, that are in that Continental Classic tournament are probably not going to be making it to the finals of that tournament, that's unlikely. And given the fact that JPO has one of those guys that is assuredly going to be in the finals of that, and then on the pay-per-view you have the other one that they're building up to, my other guys are probably going to be near the bottom. That's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but I think JPO might have 2 that could make it to like the pay-per-view, and we can talk about that as I'm sure we'll talk about the Continental Classic itself. But I mean it doesn't help that he's got 4 guys in the tournament. You've got 3.
I've got 4. I've got 3 guys in the tournament, and then other people that are like involved in things. So it's not like nobody on my roster is like dead weight. You know what I mean? But like,
and you've got Tony, who could be a champion soon.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Tony. Eddie's doing something with Joe that looks like they'll have a match in between here in the pay-per-view. Moxley's still tooling around. Well, I have 4 people in the tournament because I have Moxley in the tournament. Bailey, Orange, and Roderick, right? Don't I? So
I forgot. Yeah, you also have 4. Yeah, I forgot about Mox.
Yeah, so I mean, I've got people in the tournament, which was nice when they announced that. I was like, oh, okay, at least I got 4 people in the tournament, so they'll be having regular matches. Omega is going to be at least in a bunch of multi-man stuff. Not a lot of singles, but multi-man stuff. Shibata looks like it's going to be tooling around. Isn't he in like a handicap match with Swerve coming up or something? So, or Hangman, in the next week or 2. So, like, there's something there. Like I've got people involved in things. It's just, I think that lead, unfortunately, that JPO has of 100+ points is just going to be tough to kind of crack. This last fight.
It doesn't help that Claudio's 2 Continental Classic matches have both been main events either.
Yeah, I know. I feel like he's going to be like one of the final 4 or whatever.
I think
that sort of thing. Yeah, that's the idea.
Both of them being on JPO's roster, I don't think.
Right.
But I think so. I think the more exciting race is between me and Richie.
You too? Yes.
Third, because currently I am third at 14:05. And Richie is last, but at 13.95. So it's very close. I had a 40-point lead coming out of the pay-per-view, and it's dwindled. I had a 0-point collision, so that did not help me.
Ouch.
I've had a couple of those. Yeah, my guys just not. If I kept the outrunners, I'd have some points on collision. But
do you have Darby Allin, or is that
JPO has Darby Allin?
JPO has Darby Allin. So he has in the clash or in the Continental Classic, he has Claudio, Takeshita, Darby, and Kevin Knight. I've only got Okada, UF Fletcher, and Pac, and then like Pez said, he has Moxley, Bailey.
But it's funny, Jacob. You have like several champions, though. You do have Samoa Joe, the new heavyweight champion. You have Ricochet, who's the national champion. You do have Okada, who's still the whatever the fuck the Continental thing is that they're fighting for. That I still don't understand.
Between now and then,
that I don't understand what the tournament's for, because I thought they retired that belt, but we're still doing it. But I don't know what it is. But okay, whatever it is, you still have that. So it's like you have that, but you're still like, wait, it's
right.
You've had the injury bugs, unfortunately, throughout the year, which hurt you. That's all it is.
Yeah, and JP is so far ahead that like if we'll talk about it, but if Darby does get put out of the tournament, it's not going to hurt him much at all.
Because he's still going to have some heavy hitters on his roster that are still going to do really well. So I think he's going to hold it comfortably. Unfortunately, it may be a thing, Jacob, where I come close, maybe under 100 points away by the end, even with when we get to the pay-per-view. But I think it's a little too much to catch. Unfortunately, he's probably got it in the bag.
Yeah, because if Tony and Mina can win, the
tags,
the tag, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
When is that finals anyway? Winter's coming, so next Dynamite, or I could have like the comeback of Ascent. No, I will. I don't know if Will is going to be the one.
You would literally. You know what I would need? I would need like half of JPO's roster to get hurt in the next week. Right. Not that I would wish that on anybody, but that would have to be what it is. that would have to be it.
You'd have to pay someone to Tonya Harding all of his roster.
Everybody, and I'm not going to do that for a silly fantasy thing, of course. That's silly.
It's amazing to me that I could end the season with 6 champions on my roster,
still being last place. I know that's bizarre, but that's how fantasy works sometimes, though, because like you could have champions, but if they either don't wrestle that much, or if you get them like as champions in the last month, it's not going to help you. If they didn't get it early. It's just what it is.
Yeah, Samoa Joe, because I was after I did the points. Yeah, Samoa Joe got me 50 at the pay-per-view because of the main event bonus, the title win bonus, all that. So if you pick up a title in the main which I don't think has happened a lot during the fantasy season.
No,
I think Cena did it at Mania, and that was
I had Cena when he got the belt, which helped me early on when I had him. But and it's funny, I had CM Punk, but we finished off the fantasy before he won the title well. That sort of thing. So it's one of those weird things where like, man, if I had the same roster I have now, I'd be rolling pretty good. We'll have to start that over again later, which I had thoughts about that, by the way, since Jacob's not going to be here for the new fantasy, I'm assuming, unless you still want to play off screen, that's up to you. But if you weren't officially going to be in there, I was going to propose an extra slot here or there for the rest of us, having like 3 women instead of 2 women, things like that, and also doing the wild card thing like we did with AEW for the WWE for an additional one as well, where you could pick whatever you want for the wild card.
I also had an idea on that. I don't know if Felicia wants to involve, but like would Ronda want to be part of the
She could, but she wouldn't want to be on camera that much. Like, I would tell you that. But she could play if she wanted to. I mean, if you wanted her to play, she could.
I don't know, man. That's the thought.
Yeah, I mean, she might play off screen. I don't think she wants to really like be officially a part of it.
Yeah, I just thought maybe just be a part of the fantasy show.
The fantasy thing, yeah. I mean, it could be for fun, sure. But I would at least propose, at doing the wild card thing again, because I like having the wild card spot. I think that's fun, where you can pick an extra whatever, you know what I mean? But maybe because WWE has such a stacked women's roster that we did 3 instead of 2 women, you know what I mean? Because you could easily everybody could get 3 women and still have heavy hitters on each side, you know what I mean? There's so many women to pick from, I mean, just look at the women's War Games match. It's all like people who work constantly, and are featured a lot. Not to mention people that weren't even in that match that are still totally around. So, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's plenty of women to choose from that I think it would be women who maybe get called up from NXT full time, like Jordan Grace, anybody like that, that could get pulled up.
Women who came back from injury will get.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that wouldn't even be that hard to pick that. That could be all right. And potentially you could have 4. You could pick a 4th one for a wild card if you wanted to. Even as a thing.
Yeah.
So just a thought, since either there'd be one less person, or just because WWE's got more to choose from in those departments, that sort of thing.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where are the roster drops?
Jacob, you still have 0, so you've got none to work with. Unfortunately, you're
this close at full.
I know, yeah. So unfortunately, you are stuck for the remainder of the year. So you got nothing to work with. Unfortunately, just is what it is. You're stuck to a World's End.
I think the only person not getting me points between now and the end of the season is maybe Alex Windsor. Maybe she'll show up on the collision or 2 from between now and then. But I think everyone else on my roster, except for me, I guess we'll see where Kyle O'Reilly's at.
Yeah. Richie has none because he uses Hedgesero for Pac, so he used his final one there, which leads it to me.
I don't regret that, by the way, because he's in the classic and Hedgesero's.
No, that's what I mean. He's in the classic, so I think he at least lucked out on that. So he's working, and I think that was a good switch. Yeah, I mean, I've got one more. My issue is that I don't have anybody that's dead weight right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't really want to drop. I got 4 people in the classic, so I don't want to drop them because they're going to be consistently on television, till the pay-per-view. Kenny is like, I've already dropped him once. I don't want to drop him again. You know what I mean? I've already made the mistake once. So he's solidly on there. And then I don't have any other wiggle room unless I dropped my wild card, which would be the Young Bucks, but they're working too. So I don't want to drop them either. So, I don't really have a thing unless I know there's people available. There's one specific person that is back on the roster about to have matches, a heavy hitter that nobody has, but, that would be a potential thing where somebody could, but I'm almost waiting maybe to see even Jacob, right before the pay-per-view, if I just want to swap anybody last minute just to get pay-per-view points.
Yeah, if Omega's not on the pay-per-view, why not?
That's what I mean. I would swap just somebody else who's on the pay-per-view. That's what I'm kind of waiting for at this point, just to see maybe who makes the final pay-per-view roster card. So that may be what I just do, is just hold off on that. So I'll hold off. So
yeah.
But JPO is here on time.
Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody.
You missed it. You're still in first place, so you're fine.
Yeah.
You're probably going to win, though.
Just a score update for JPO since you just came in. JPO, you're sitting at 1860. Pez has made a big comeback, 1855. No, I'm kidding. He is at 1725. And then the real race is between me and Richie for 3rd place. I'm at 1405. And he is at 1395. So that's the real race, is on this side of the screen. That's where the real magic is going to happen as we get towards the end. Just 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
From Saturday.
Yeah, World's End is on the 27th. So, yeah, we got 3 more weeks of TV and then the final pay-per-view. So, but JPO, you're here just in time. Nobody made any roster swaps, mainly because Richie and Jacob don't have any. I'm the only one who has any. I'm the only one who still has one, but everybody on my roster is working on TV or in the Continental Classic right now, so I don't want to drop them because they're on TV consistently. But you still have 2 in the bag, so you still have potentially 2 before this last pay-per-view. So we'll go to you, sir. If you like to make any swaps, you got 2.
I'm gonna write it, man. My team has has done so good so far. I'm gonna have their back.
Have their back. Okay, no, fair enough.
Yeah, I could see potentially maybe Brody King being a candidate to get dropped if he's not working the pay-per-view, but
yeah,
no,
JPO may be like me, like wait till that last week before the pay-per-view, and if you just want to slide somebody in who's like not on the pay-per-view and somebody who is, just like one last final one just to burn it because there's no reason not to right before the last pay-per-view. It's our last points. So you might as well burn it and just look at that the list of matches, whatever it is, and be like, well, even if that person has a pre-show match and this other person doesn't have a match at all, that's for the final week. Why not?
Yeah. If Big Boom AJ is on the
why not? It's your final one. So yeah, and then we'll I'm assuming then we'll come back, after that, and we'll get the WWE one going and do the same rules for that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, it's been a good it's been a good season. I just the injury bug has hit me, and just I had to use roster swaps very early and very often, but you can't win them all. You can't win them all.
I know, that reminds me. I'm gonna wait to see who wins this one, but I still owe you like a $25 Amazon card from the previous one, Jacob. So I will get you that, I promise. Because what I can do is I can send it through a text message, actually, a link to one on Amazon. Nice. You can if I just get your phone number, I can literally just send you a gift card over text, and then inevitably when JPO wins this one, I'll do the same thing for him. So you can just get whatever you want, wrestling related or not. You can get yourself something for the holidays. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that's fantasy. We'll jump into the news. I think just because I have it pulled up, I think we can just start off with the Continental Classic. We can give an update on that. I think a lot of people have had 2 matches. I think the only ones that haven't, Takeshita's only had the one match. Orange Cassidy's only had 1 match. Darby and Mike Bailey, but Fletcher has had 2 matches. He's sitting at the top of the Gold League with 6 points, and Claudio's at the top of the Blue League with 6 points. Takeshita and Moxley behind him, each with 3. Kevin Knight and Okada and Pac all with 3. Orange Cassidy, Dorada, Roderick, Darby, and Speedball yet to get any points, but I like that they've given time to these matches. I think the pairings have all been good. I think, what can say what you want about the booking, the storylines, whatever. The wrestling is good. The wrestling has always been good on AEW, and
the Continental Classic especially is always pretty good. They usually go all out. The one last year was great. I had one of my favorite matches of the year that nobody talks about at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Will Ospreay and Brody King was one of my favorite matches last year in the Continental Classic. That match was awesome. awesome. So there's good stuff in there.
Yeah. I think we'll get to it. Then one of my favorite matches of the year, I think, happened this week. We'll get to that.
Okay.
And then, so for Collision, we have Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong, Claudio and Mascara Dorada, and then John Moxley and Takeshita. Early, I think we all said Okada Takeshita was going to be the final. So there's 2 participants, one from Blue, one from Gold. Who do you think those other 2 are going to be? Who do you think the other Blue League and the other Gold League is going to be? I'm thinking Claudio.
Claudio, I would imagine, might be one of them, just because he's kind of heavily involved in the storylines as well. Who's in the other league out of the options?
So it's Fletcher, Kevin Knight, Pac, Darby Allin, and Mike Bailey.
I think Fletcher.
That's probably Fletcher. Yeah,
Claudio, Fletcher.
Although it's odd if that's the 4 finalists, technically all heels.
Technically, I mean, unless one of them turns.
Kinda. I mean, I know Takeshita is going to be more pushed as sort of the baby face if that's the finals with him and Okada. Right. But Claudio is with the Death Rider still. Fletcher's technically still a Don Callis heel, so like that would be a little odd. It's unfortunate though. I just don't see a lot of the baby faces being the finalists. You know what I mean? It just kind of is what it is.
I could see Pac doing like 2 Death Riders, 2 Don Callis family members.
Yeah.
That's
like faction versus faction sort of a thing. Yeah, a little bit.
Or else I think like if Moxley gets back up there, but again it's like a heels, but so I don't know. Yeah, but
I mean, we did have Moxley versus Claudio. On Dynamite, which is technically heel versus heel, like in the same faction. Yeah.
Moxley versus Claudio Dynamite was amazing, but that match ruled. Great. They beat the shit out of each other. So yeah, but I could see that them running that back, given the story they're telling. Yeah, I don't know. But I'd say that money would be on Fletcher, but I like surprises.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I could see Pac as a dark horse. JPO, what do you think? You can talk.
Yeah, I just I don't really have anything.
You got in.
I don't have anything special to add. You know what I mean? Yeah, might be Claudio, might be Fletcher. We'll see. Yeah, if you like wrestling though, yeah, Continental's always a fun thing to watch. Just good matches that, like you said, are given time normally. Very old school ROH. So usually pretty good time to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up, and since we're on the topic of tournaments, we do have the final set for the Last Time Is Now tournament. It will be Gunther and LA Knight.
Thank God it's not Gunther and Jey Uso again for the 8th time. I was just dreading that, but thank God for that finish. Yeah,
I'm still hoping they swerve us, and it's LA Knight coming out on top, and not because I don't want to see Gunther and John Cena, but we saw Gunther retire Goldberg earlier. And that's just me. That's just a personal thing. Like if we do get Gunther and John Cena, I'm not going to be upset. But switching it up, swerving us, getting LA Knight and John Cena, I think.
If LA Knight loses, it'll be the same discourse it's been all year. Triple H doesn't like LA Knight.
Right.
LA Knight. Even though actually, if you look at it, LA Knight has like the winningest percentage of all of WWE like all year. If you actually look at it, he wins more matches than like anybody.
Right. He's on TV a lot just because he's not.
He's not the champion. He wins a lot. If you actually look at it statistically.
Man, I don't know. Like he might get there, he might not. The dude, I know he doesn't look like him. He's 41 years old. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this was the match. Gunther and Solo was fucking amazing. That match ruled. That was just Solo's best match he's had at least on the main roster. That match. Oh, that just two.
Are you telling me Gunther brings out like really good matches in people? Wow, what a shock!
Yeah, that was just a meat slap. Oh man, yeah, Solo was great. The matches, the facials, when he got chopped the first time, it's like holy shit! It was amazing. The crowd went into it.
It was also finally given some time too. A lot of those first round matches I thought went too quickly.
Yeah,
like that one was actually given a few minutes, which was nice.
Yeah, the crowd was standing up at the end. I'm like, holy shit, this is great. Yeah, it was a fantastic match. And yeah, great work match as well. Great book match. So yeah, if you anyone going back to watch that match, That match rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at 19 minutes it was given according to Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've given the Gunther matches some time because Javon and Gunther got 15, Carmelo and Gunther got 7, almost 18. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know if that means. Hey, we're going to showcase Gunther because he's going to be the
well, that might be him also behind the scenes being like, I need time for my matches to tell a story. Right. I don't have 7-minute matches. Like he doesn't. If you look at it, unless it's him like obliterating like a Tozawa, like he did, on TV or something like that, where that's like part of the story. But yeah, he doesn't have like short matches. That's just what he doesn't do that.
I'm also hoping it's LA and John Cena just because I think the promo before Saturday night's main event could just be really good. but not that Gunther can't cut good promos. He can, but the war of words between those two, I think, would be great. But either outcome, I think it's going to be a great final match.
I want Gunther.
I do, but I actually think maybe I'm of the opinion maybe if it's LA Knight then, but people win either way. I think if it's LA Knight, then I think it'd be easier to have. I think Cena may need a win now. He's lost a lot. I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe Cena winning his last match might be, might be all right. And don't shake your head at me, mate. Don't shake.
Oh, am I on air? I forgot I was being recorded.
Don't shake your head at me.
Shake it full screen. There you go. Give him a nice. No.
I think it would. I don't know. It would. I don't know. I just think Gunther's on this good streak at the moment. You're building it back up. I don't know. People whinge if LA Knight gets pinned, but oh well. Like it's just he's on the big.
I'm just a purist at the end of the day. I look at it like this. It's like AJ versus Shinsuke. Like, who am I supposed? Am I supposed to cheer for LA Knight randomly now? I'm supposed to cheer for John Cena. I think it's too baby. I think you need Gunther to beat the shit out of Cena for 15 minutes. Cena make a comeback, and then unfortunately succumb to Gunther. And he should go out on his back. He doesn't need a win. I kind of like the fact that Sting won his last match. Like, go out putting somebody over. There's no need for Cena to win it. There's no need.
Okay, but does Gunther need the win?
It's too late now. I would have been okay if somebody else got the spot, but
he uses that as part of his fucking promos going forward. Though I'm the guy that retired John Cena, I retired Goldberg, he's like the new legend killer, like Randy Orton.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would have maybe proposed it could have been somebody. I would have proposed if we go back in time that it could have been somebody besides Gunther, then maybe didn't need both. But we are where we are. I think he's the way juicier pick on both match level and then also carrying that torch forward. Unless you go very WWE style, you give it a night and he wins by kicking him in the dick. I'm also not opposed to that. That'd be kind of fun.
I do, because LA Knight's on. Shoot, what show is he on?
SmackDown guy, is he?
SmackDown.
I think he's a Raw guy now. He's
a Raw guy, yeah.
What? No, didn't he?
He's a Raw guy. Look on the website.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't watch enough, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe I guess they've got the vision, so I guess they don't really.
Well, no, okay, I'm not crazy. Well, okay, the semifinal
I think he was SmackDown.
No, he's SmackDown. Suck it. Well, no, he's both. Suck me. No, I'm looking at Cage
the guys. Rosters don't matter. You should know. He
fights Braun on October 27th, but then he fights. He beat Zack Ryder on SmackDown, and he beat The Miz on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then he fought Jey Uso on Raw.
The tournament.
Jey Uso's a Raw guy, but he started the tournament on SmackDown, so that's why I feel he's more of a SmackDown guy.
But the tournament two matches all over the place.
Okay. Well, officially on the WWE Superstars page, he's on Raw.
Oh, well, then fuck me, all right.
Just make up your mind. Who do you want? Do you want to fuck you?
Yeah, if you go to the official
let's
WWE
just
page,
one big
he's on the Raw roster right now. Yeah. So, but I feel like he's wrestled just as much on SmackDown. So yeah, rosters don't matter. It really doesn't.
Okay, if he was Raw, why wasn't his first tournament match? Because Zack Ryder's not anything. So why wasn't that match on Raw then? You know what I'm saying?
For reasons.
That's why I thought it was. That's why I thought it was SmackDown.
Because there is no such thing as a brand split. Who cares? Yeah.
They give up. I don't know if this one gave up in the first week, but there's literally, I remember one of the brand splits they gave up literally in the first week. There was a SmackDown guys on Raw, and I'm like, you didn't even try.
Probably why they ended the draft, even though they had kind of technically announced one, and then they didn't.
Yeah, and the final's taking place on SmackDown. Tomorrow. So we'll know tomorrow who the winner is. And yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna be wrong, but the heart wants what the heart wants.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, those are the. And then the only other tournament that's going on right now that I'm aware of is the women's tag title tournament in AEW. So it'll be Harley, Cameron, and Willow versus Tony and Mina in the finals. Isn't that face versus face? How do you feel about that, Jordan? Were you hoping for? No, I'm asking legitimately.
No, fine. What's the match? It's Tony and Mina versus who?
Tony and Mina versus
Harley and Harley
and Willow.
The babes.
All of you chimed in. All right. Willow and Harley. I mean, sometimes I think I'm more picking on Cena because it is his last match. Like a normal face versus face or heel versus heel can work sometimes in certain levels, but like for Cena's last match, I clearly want to vote. I clearly want to cheer Cena. Is why I'm saying a heel. I think would make sense there. Like Cena's the clear root for this fucker. It's his last match thing. Well, this one, like you said, yeah, you have 4 extreme baby faces, and if they have a nice, just real hard fought match back and forth, because that's the other thing too. Is that I'll argue, LA Knight is not necessarily like, I don't know, a fight forever guy, if that makes sense, or like a stiff, you know what I mean? Like these 4, I think could have a real banger of a match where you're just like, yeah, Willow, yeah, Tony, yeah, Willow, yeah, Mina, kind of thing, where like, a damn nice finale.
Yeah, Harley, you were there too.
Harley, I said 3 out of 4. Geez, yeah.
But no,
I just think they have a stiffer, crazier match than a Cena and LA Knight. I feel would have a very like typical, TV match. Like that screams TV to me. I like LA Knight and I like Cena, but they're not always next level competitors.
Technically, it is a TV match.
No, but this is next level TV. Yeah. It's Cena's final match. Saturday Night's Main Event should be kind of special too.
It's basically a PLE without being a PLE,
right? Because it's not on NBC anymore, actually. So yeah.
Yeah, they got time on the cock. Second Goldberg, Cena can have all he wants.
But
he'll probably win. Watch it. He'll win. There'll be an interview where he'll win. He'll whinge about that. Yeah.
But because yes, now it is face versus face. I thought for sure we were gonna get, Megan and Marina in the finals. So who do we think's walking out with it? Pez, do you think it's gonna be Tony and Mina or?
I certainly, for fantasy's sake, hope it's Tony and Mina. But yeah, I mean, I think the Tony Mina thing kind of makes the most sense, just like storyline wise, with the way they kind of dealt with like Tony dealing with the disappointment of losing her singles title, and then Mina kind of being there to pick her up, and they've gone all the way with this one. So I mean, I wouldn't mind Willow and Harley. I think Harley has worked really hard to kind of get herself back up to that kind of main event status with her many talents across the board, and she's certainly gotten over with the fans. So I wouldn't mind the one. I just think Tony and Mina kind of makes sense, and then you can have a heel team kind of then get into some kind of program with them post that or something like that. So that's just me personally, but I could see either one doing it, but I think Tony and Mina makes a little more sense.
Yeah. Richie, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably prefer Tony and Mina, but I could definitely see the Babes of Wrath getting it just because of how kind of over Harley's getting, and I don't expect, and to be honest, I don't expect her to ever sort of, you never know, but I don't expect her to get a singles title, so a tag title would be when it should be kind of, good, good fit, and yeah, so I expect it to be Mina and Tony, but wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way.
Yeah, JPO.
Disagree. No, I'm always, my mindset is always pretty similar for these. Tony is an established #1 star. Give it to those that need it more. Give it to Willow, who had kind of a brief run, and Harley, the up-and-comer, to solidify her as well. I 100% feel they should. Not necessarily think they will, but feel they should be the new champs. It should be Willow and Harley. Tony don't need it.
Yeah, I'm there too. I think Tony and Mina are the safe choice. I think they're a good choice.
Give them to them later. Second or third champs, awesome. Yeah. First champs should be someone unique.
Yeah, I think Harley and Willow are the more interesting choice. And yeah, Harley, who's been working hard and I think is over with the fans, and I think has a great character. Willow, who's obviously also over with the fans, and like you said, had a brief run. I think they're the more interesting choice. Again, I think you could go either way. So I'm not going to be upset at whoever wins. I will be upset for a moment, fantasy wise, if Willow doesn't win, but after that, I'll get over it. I was telling them, JPO, I think it could be super hilarious if I end the fantasy season with 6 champions on my roster and I'm in last place. So I think that's all the tournaments I can think of. JPO, I know you usually come with a list.
I did have one big. I mean, we missed the other big thing of the week. I mean,
there's a couple biggies. But
I would say, definitely one of the other big things is TNA has a new home.
Yeah, baby.
AMC starting January 15th. They inked a deal with AMC, which I'm assuming, JPO, does that mean AMC Plus will be getting TNA?
I do have some news. Yeah, if you want me to clarify a couple things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just saying in general, and then you can go into details. Yeah, that there was some concern that this might interrupt the partnership with WWE, but apparently TNA officials have kind of come out and said it actually doesn't. It actually helped them get the deal in the first place. The fact that they're going to have a lot of crossover stuff with WWE to promote that actually happens. So there might be like a short period during January where they won't be able to do like a lot of crossover stuff, but after that they should be able to. But yeah, they'll officially be on AMC. So that's a pretty solid network, and that's kind of new territory for AMC, I would imagine, going into like sports or wrestling.
I mean, they have pivoted already from like the initial concept, which is American movie classics. Remember, kind of like MTV used to be music television, and then they were like, all right, these fucking reruns of Gone with the Wind aren't getting as much views as they were. Because don't forget, there was a moment there where AMC was also like reality TV. Like they had Comic Book Men. They had like another show about like sideshow freaks. Like they did that. Then they pivoted to TV with Walking Dead. So they're kind of just another normal network now. They're like a TNT, if you will, of whatever works, baby.
I've only seen like some exposure of some of your channels, but I feel like there's certain channels that are just name only. Like, you got the Sci-Fi channel, which had ECW for a while, but but obviously they also have some other program that are vaguely sci-fi. But also like the big channel I'm thinking of where it's like it's gone way away from what it probably was is TLC, which is essentially the learning channel. But you've got things like was it Here Comes Honey Boo Boo and all that kind of
Honey Boo Boo, the 1,000-pound sisters, all that nonsense.
I mean, it's really not uncommon. Again, True TV was all court case and like docu-series, and then now True TV is known for Impractical Jokers, and the show with the magician for a little while. You know what I mean? So they pivoted. Spike TV, when they first ran, they were very much like, we're just for dudes. Fuck everyone else, and then that kind of pivoted. So it's really not normal for someone to start with a niche and then go, all right, maybe that niche isn't necessarily getting us, to that next level. Just like AMC, like they had to pivot. Now they're just like I said, just like MTV, they're just kind of doing whatever keeps them alive. So, and wrestling sells, and I love the fact that come 2026. We're going to have 3, this is a relatively major network. We're going to have 3 shows we can watch, on top of all the YouTube and Roku stuff. But yeah, no, supposedly I did read that it will be on AMC Plus. It is also a part of their streaming. So if you don't happen to have that channel, it's technically even cheaper than the TNA Plus app. Right now it's $10 if you want to watch the weekly show plus their pay-per-view usually every month. But this one, if you're okay with commercials, $7 or $10 again, plus, but at least then you also get the AMC shit. Along with, I don't know, they still have the Shudder stuff still on there too, so it's kind of worth it.
Well, I know you can get it like through Amazon as just like an add-on, so you might even watch it. Like that's what I'm saying. But it'd be a thing where if they could even promote it on the homepage of Amazon as like, hey, if you add on AMC, you can get TNA wrestling. Like that could be an incentive.
It'll just be part of it. Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, like Shudder. I watch Shudder through Amazon. You know what I mean? Like as the
so I mean, it's not a bad little deal. $7 or $10. Like I said, if you're a fan of TNA, which I try to be sometimes, even when you fucking take the title so quickly. It's the same price, if not cheaper, and you get more stuff. You're not just getting well, I guess I don't know if they're going to keep the app for archives. I don't know. We'll see about that. But yeah, you'll be getting the AMCs because I don't do much of the archives. So to me, this is more. And then this is at least
the archives will go to Turner Classic Movies.
I like that. And this is at least a 3-year deal. It sounds like so we're on AMC to at least 2029, and obviously if it works, maybe past that. And while it won't be live every week, they do want to do it kind of as much as possible. So I wouldn't be surprised every month, every few weeks kind of thing is what it sounds like. Not every week. There are going to be times where they're going to have to just money-wise probably do what they do now, which is tape a couple shows in a night kind of thing. But they do want to go live. Literally, I believe the quote was a lot, said Carlos Silva. So we'll be seeing that. And the WWE deal is still intact. So yeah, that is still a thing too.
Well, and then the contrary of that is the up in the air status if WB sells to Netflix or whoever is bidding for them right now, what happens to AEW and the app and the HBO Max app? That's like the contrary of that, of like what happens to all the programming on this thing if, just as an example, if Netflix, which is trying to get together like some mega loan cash offer or something like that to just buy it outright, which is kind of insane to think that somebody could have enough money to just buy Warner Brothers, outright, is kind of bonkers to think about. But yeah, if this thing goes through as it's being in discussion right now, what would then happen to, well, two things are on the table. What happened to AEW programming and the new James Gunn DC universe, which also would be up in the air. So we don't know what the fuck is going on there. So that could be a major story in 2026 developing on both fronts.
Because if Netflix buys Warner Brothers, right? You wouldn't have AEW and WWE on the same.
No fucking way would WWE, who's as petty as to schedule shows on the same day as other pay-per-views, would be competing with another wrestling network on the same network. There's no fucking way that would happen. So I don't know how that would work out at all. That would be insane. So I don't know. That would certainly be a once in a lifetime bizarre situation. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. That could be a very interesting development, depending on if this sale goes through or who buys it or when or what the fuck. I don't know. So we'll see. I know
kind of in limbo, and some transition / limbo status for a couple of major companies here.
Yeah, right.
Good on TNA. Potentially scary transition for AEW. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure he's worried about it. So that was the only major thing I had. Was obviously the AMC deal was a big thing. For TNA. So good for them. Yeah, getting a locked in TV deal for 3 years, that's a good thing for wrestling.
You want to go first?
Of course, I jotted down some interesting things. Of course, some somber notes to start off with. RIP to the legend, Larry the Dog. Unfortunately, there you go. Absolutely. CM Punk and AJ's little baby here, who literally is now enshrined in action figure form. He had signed with one of the action figure makers a couple of years back, literally with the caveat of, you can make me, got to make a Larry. Like, that's literally his entire deal with that company. Love the dog. Shared some posts this week. Of Gunther playing with him and stuff like that. He had brought him to several shows. So always tough to lose a pet. So much love to Punk and AJ Lee. Shout out to a couple people too. To Reba. Remember Dr. Britt Baker's assistant, Reba, aka Rebel from TNA. She unfortunately has been sidelined with a sickness as well, and is going through a tough time. So shout out to her. Hopefully on the men here. She shared a couple of really emotional posts on Twitter and Instagram. So much love to Reba. She's a really fun presence on TNA. And then also on a kind of slightly personal level too, love and shout out to the cooker, Bob Cook, a Florida legend who recently suffered a heart attack. Very scary to read the other day. He did have some stints put in. He's awake. He's doing good. He's moving. Hopefully on the men. So shout out to Cooker. He's one of those guys that maybe you don't know the name, but if you go cage match him, the dude's fought Mick Foley, British Bulldog, Vader. Like, you know, he was one of those guys in WCW and WWF that was trusted with a lot of legends and whatnot to put him over. X-Pac, I believe he maybe even X-Pac's like first like match that he won, stuff like that. So, yeah, shout out to the Cooker on the men as well. We got some new champs to talk about this week in wrestling that I don't think we've talked about. Atticus Cougar is your new GCW champion. The former Xia Li, Li Ying Li, is your new TNA Knockout champ, taking that title from Kalani Jordan. And Claudio Castagnoli is a new champ as well, winning that CMLL title in Mexico. So he is their heavyweight champion. And hold on, can you hear it? Say his name, and he appears on the WWE roster page. Joe Hendry had even more official now on the WWE roster page. Carl Silver also talking about him. Mm-hmm. And also put your ear next to Naomi's belly. It's a boy. She announced her and Big Jimmy's kid will be a boy. So shout out and love to Naomi and them. Some interesting clarification for John Cena's final match here. He talked about Saturday Night's Main Event, and this was on, I believe, which Jimmy was this? Jimmy Kimmel. Got to think about all the Jimmys. Yeah, so the Peacock on the 13th, which I'll get to some Peacock news too. You'll see my final in-ring performance, but you'll also get a look at the major WWE superstars facing the future stars, because the way I came into the business was a major star, a gold medalist, was like open challenge to anyone, and me, a no-name, came walking out there, and that was the start of this crazy ride. So 20 years later, I want to return the favor. You're going to see some technically minor leaguers step up to the plate and see if they can hang. So kind of interesting. So I guess the other matches on that SNME card aren't going to be just, your Randy Orton versus, Drew and whatnot. It sounds like you might see some Joe Hendry, some Javon Evans, you know what I mean? Who knows? So I think that's kind of a cool way to do SNME. What do you guys, any thoughts on that? That's a kind of interesting one.
Trick Williams on the main roster finally?
Maybe. Well, I don't know if this means they're.
No, but I just mean like
be there and then still be back on NXT the next week.
Right.
But
I just mean like finally on.
Yeah.
Like,
no, he's a good name. He's a good name.
To draft him again this year, Jesus Christ, and just wait for him to show up.
I think Miles Bourne showing up. I think
I almost guarantee Javon Evans is going to be on.
That's a dark horse, but.
Well, I mean, if it's
all people.
I think if it's up in like names that.
Oh, I see. So you're going even deeper than like a Trick Williams. Okay.
Yeah, like because I think he's somebody that I think they've pushed him before. I mean, I think they're not necessarily cooled off on him, but like somebody who I think could have potential to eventually be a main roster guy.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think necessarily about that. I was thinking of like the Javons and maybe your Tricks, but yeah, if you want to go a little deeper, somebody like a Miles, somebody like I don't know. Throw out Alexis King, who knows, yeah. So that could be interesting too. Yeah.
I could definitely see it just being like the big names of NXT also.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I know, like you said, minor leaguers. That probably just means the NXTers. I think Joe Hendry. I feel like that's a real possibility to really.
Joe Hendry and Randy Orton running it back.
Yeah, this time they get 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Yeah. If anyone's a fan of the comedian Andrew Schultz, we might be seeing some more of him. Oh yeah, baby. Because not only
I'm not.
He's in that Street Fighter movie. Don't forget, he's in that movie with Cody and Roman, and also Hiroki Goto. Some New Japan is in that too. And I guess WWE are happy with the appearances he's made. He's been on Raw now like 2 or 3 times, and always gets a little physically involved too. So I think we're getting an Andrew Schultz match sometime in the next few months. So I think that's happening.
I feel like
I'm confirming this right now. Deadline is reporting that Netflix looks like is in final negotiations for Warner Brothers. This is going to get interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Interesting. So Netflix is going to have ownership of essentially both wrestling companies. This is interesting. This is going to get very saucy in 2026.
Saucy.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Is this going to? Yeah, this is going to be something. So yeah. No, I'm looking at this from the Wrap. So yeah, no, it's a legit. Netflix wins Warner Brothers Discovery bidding war, enters exclusive deal talks. So they've won the bidding war to enter into potential final negotiations. It doesn't mean the deal is completely done. It just means, they have the exclusive like talks now, to sit down and make negotiations if it goes through, and present the offers and the counter offers, et cetera, et cetera. Is usually how that works, but nobody else will be able to present offers right now. Essentially, they won the bid to have the sit down. Essentially, you have to bid to even get the sit down. Essentially, is what it is. So to get to put the offers out there. So, I mean, apparently I saw something where they were putting together some like extra mega loan to make like an insane like cash offer like straight up. So it's going to be really interesting to see where this goes in 2026. Yeah, especially on the wrestling side. I could only see Triple H just being like, God damn it, we spent all of 24 and 25 being petty and like booking all this shit against Tony Khan, and like the fucking our Raw parent company is now gonna own
and we can't actually use them now.
We can't do anything about that. What the fuck? What the hell's going on?
We don't. That means we won't have technically competition because they'd just be I don't know. It'd be weird, interesting. Like it'd be Anyway, it'd be interesting to see how that develops.
Yeah.
What I was just going to say about the Andrew Schultz thing. I don't know if Andrew Schultz and Tony Hinchcliffe and all that are getting the reactions that WWE are hoping for. I remember when Tony Hinchcliffe was like getting introduced in the crowd. I don't know if it was at one of the events. He got booed. He was getting booed.
Oh my God, Red Band, we're really doing it. We're really doing it.
I don't know.
Tony Hinchcliffe, thank you.
I maybe I'm getting quite over Tony Hinchcliffe and I haven't watched it all.
Who's ready for the best night of their fucking lives?
Yeah, it's the same shtick.
If you watch the show, it's pretty good. Screw you guys. Watch the show. I'm doing the spot on impression.
It's the same show all the time. It's annoying. I watch the show each time. But Andrew Schultz, not for me. I can't stand this podcast. Whatever. But if you want it, he's a big star.
No, his podcast is most definitely like a maybe, depending on the guest for me. Like, yeah, I'm not tuning in for him at the moment. I thought his special was okay. I didn't finish it, but the first 30 was all right.
I get he's a big star, but I think he's also gets kind of scummy. I
don't mind his acting. He's funny in tires. So when it's not up to him, I'm okay with it. So I actually look forward to seeing him. That Street Fighter cast, like it's wrestlers and comedians. It's Eric Andre, Andrew Schultz, and our wrestlers. So like for now, I'm kind of like very intrigued by this.
And then like David Dastmalchian as M. Bison. You know what I mean? Like, which I'm down with, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. I guess the thing I read skipped over him, but I was like, oh, that's a cool. I guess they were only mentioning.
He kind of looks like
Eric Andre.
I mean, I'm down for it. That dude's fucking great. So.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm even more intrigued now. Yeah, David Dastmalchian, wrestlers and comedians, sweet.
Yeah, not like I wasn't already in already, but yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I get these, whatever he's starting, but I'm just not. I'm not on that train. I don't even think they're as popular as they generally think they are, kind of thing. God damn it.
Ghost Rider in your backyard? What's going on, buddy?
He's having drift wars next door.
Yeah. Anyway.
Torque 2. Goodacre edition. I don't know.
Fast and Furious Drift Down Under.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of CM Punk and Netflix movies, CM Punk has another movie in the lineup of work. So good. Some good news for him this week. My Bodyguard with Jared Padalecki from Supernatural and Liam Meester, a rom-com where he will be a co-star, and hopefully it's more than a cameo anyway.
It said, from what I saw, because I had that pulled up too, he's going to be part of like the bodyguard security detail, but he doesn't have a character name. So like, luckily, having a character name usually means you have more.
Usually helps, yeah.
Yeah, that helps. Hopefully. That you might have like some kind of substance to your character.
Roman Reigns, who like I think I made this rant earlier. Roman Reigns, who's in the opening credits of that new Eddie Murphy Pete Davidson movie on Prime, has like 2 lines. He's got a full name.
He's
never know.
He's fourth build after Kiki Palmer.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
No, because what's his face? Murphy's wife has to be higher build than that.
But like he's early build is what I'm saying.
Well, no, that's why. That's what I mean by when I say opening credits. That's what I'm saying is like when you're in the opening, like the end credits have everybody. I'm in the end credits of Hunter X as guy that shops at the hardware store, right? Like, but the opening credits usually just means your major-ish people. You know what I'm saying? And so for a moment being there, it was obviously just to trick assholes like me.
If you go to Google and then click cast, he's 5th.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's articles. There's articles of like Roman Reigns added to the new Eddie Murphy movie. Like, there's articles hyping it, and goddamn, it's not in there at all. You could cut that scene, and the movie changes nada. He's just like a block for them to like get from point A to point B for like a 40 seconds.
Yeah, is it literally like an advertisement on a billboard?
I got that you're waving toy. But yeah, interesting stuff too. Over speaking of the cock from earlier, Peacock. The DVD library. If you're looking to watch some library stuff, get to it because it is leaving. Am I muted now? Can you hear me?
No, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't hear you.
Oh, we can hear you.
I think I sat on the volume button. Okay. But you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
All right, my bad. I sat on my volume button, so I couldn't hear you. But yeah, so Eddie, if you want to watch something on the Peacock, get to it now because it will leave at the end of December. It's not going to affect Saturday Night's Main Event, although who knows if that's going to be also gone as far as replays go a few weeks after that. But yeah, not necessarily sure where it's going either. I know they've been loading a lot to YouTube, but it's not streamlined very good. Like unless you just got to like search and hope to find it. There's no like great way of being like, let me watch the third Raw of '97. Like there's no way of doing that right now. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to slowly give it to ESPN, if it's just going to be up for grabs, if they're just going to go fuck it, put it on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah,
more reason to cancel my Peacock because that's really the only reason I still have it for the archives. But yeah, I don't really watch a lot else.
Luckily,
Peacock.
At the moment, I'm grandfathered in for being an Instacart customer. So, but if it wasn't for that, I probably would too.
Right.
And then the last. Oh, actually, got a couple more things too. The season 2's look coming for a couple WWE things. One kind of WWE. Evidently, that Braun Strowman show did good, and everything on the menu is poised to come back. Which, like, I think I talked about the first episode. It's kind of funny because the first line of the first episode is, "Hi, I'm WWE superstar Braun Strowman," which was funny because it was months after he was gone. So I guess season 2 should start off with, "Hi, I used to be a WWE superstar Braun Strowman." I don't know, but yeah, I guess it did good enough. He's a likable guy. It was not totally my cup of tea of show, so I didn't watch much past like the pilot. In fact, I probably only watched like half of that even. But he was charming and whatnot. So I feel like kind of like that Food Diary show. It's probably coming back. And WWE Unreal season 2 has already been being begun filming. They've been filming since the fall. So Unreal season 2 is definitely coming to you as well. And then the last couple of things, if you want to share my screen, we're obviously not going to do full-on predictions, but lots of wrestling coming to potentially your views this weekend. Ring of Honor has their final battle, their yearly show that's been a staple since 2002, coming to us. Ricochet will be defending his national championship against Dalton Castle.
Yeah.
No points. This doesn't count as points.
Yeah,
I know.
I know. What the hell? Not even on Dynamite or Winter is Coming, Jacob. He's going to be on Ring of Honor. That's right.
Ring of Honor, baby. But I think they have kind of stated, kind of like what they were trying to do with the All Atlantic title. Like, I think this will become kind of a normal thing. That's how I kind of read it. Like the national title being defended in multiple places. For the vacated tag team titles, Sammy Guevara and the Beast Mortos take on Tommy Billington and Adam Priest. Roosh is hurt, by the way. I don't know if we talked about that or if that was even on anyone's radar. But yeah, Roosh is sidelined with an injury. I guess they couldn't freebird it because they did say, because that's who was the champs, was Guevara and Roosh. I don't know why they could have just called this the freebird rule, but whatever. And then 30-minute Iron Man match, Lee Moriarty versus Nigel McGuinness. Doesn't look like the title's on the line from what I can tell, but that should be fun. So Nigel again have another singles match. For your trios titles, or in this place they just call it the 6-man tag team titles, which just sounds muddier to me. Trio title sounds way smoother. But anyway, Shane Taylor Promotions, that's Shane Taylor and the Infantry. Shawn Deal and Carly Dean will take on Top Flight and Scorpio Skyflight. So again, if you're wondering why where'd Scorpio Sky go, that's here in Ring of Honor. For the Women's Television Championship, Mercedes Moné will fight Red Velvet. I think there's a solid chance Red Velvet's just going to win it back. Now that Moné's, I think this is, again, like we said, maybe the downfall of Moné. So I can see Red Velvet just quickly getting that belt back. Women's Championship, Athena versus Persephone. And then a Survival of the Fittest is for their world title. This is Bandito defending against double duty for both Sammy Guevara and Mortos. No one got other roster members? All right. Commander, Blake Christian, and Hetchester. Should be fun. That is a 6-way elimination match. Those are always usually pretty fun here. It used to be they would have to fight twice in the night and qualify for this, but that's when it was its own standalone show. But Ring of Honor obviously has way less.
That used to be a tournament back.
Show, yeah. Well, it was a mini one. You would have one qualifier, and that would put you in the 6-way. And then those 6-ways sometimes went like 40, 50, 60 minutes. Like they were long ass 6-ways. But they were great. Like it was like survival of the fittest. It was like endurance, like can you last kind of thing. They're still pretty fun. Probably will go. I could go 40. Who knows? Depending. But I actually think Bandito might lose, by the way, because I think this is a good chance to just let him focus in AEW. Because I think he had such a great AEW year. Like, let's, and that's a good way for him to lose it too. You know, he will technically probably take a pinfall because everyone does, who doesn't win anyway. But still, I don't think it'll be much slack if he makes like the finals and whatnot. So that's Ring of Honor Final Battle. That's on the Ring of Honor app for $10. You can watch their TV show as well. They did release on Tuesday a free episode on YouTube if you want to see a little bit of current Ring of Honor. Hey, share my screen.
Oh, damn, another one. Oh, okay, cool. Hey,
TNA Final Resolution also on Friday, so you got to decide which one you want to watch. I guess you could start Ring of Honor, and if it doesn't hold your interest for the first hour, you can tune into TNA or just watch one later.
That was a lot like that Zack Ryder guy that was on WWE the other day.
I don't know. The color scheme of his jacket looks different.
Is this Steph Delander on the pole match?
What? That sounds like my kind of match. But it is a street fight. At first, when the writer made his promo, he said an El Paso street fight, and I was like, "Quit that! Stop naming street fights after where you're at." But it's not on the graphic, so I'm not as mad anymore. So yeah, Matt Cardona, Mance Warner, with Steph Delander, the former heater and manager for Cardona. X Division title again. Malcolm was very confused by the X Division title. He's like, "Why is there heavyweights sometimes?" And I'm like, "That's what TNA does." So AJ Francis will be.
Early on, Samoa Joe was X Division champion.
The first couple of years, it was definitely just cruiserweights. The first couple of years, and then I think Joe was the first one, and that's when they really hammed in on it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits. Because since then, too, not Brian Kendrick, sorry, he's the cruiserweight. Abyss had the title, and I want to say Lashley had the title. Yeah, so. They've done it before. Yeah, his was a weird, very brief, he had every title kind of thing. But yeah, they've definitely have had several heavyweights do it. There is definitely times where it is mostly a cruiserweight title. Again, even with Leon Slater, it's been all him, Javon, Rich Swann, etc. But yeah, let's see. Mike Santana versus Shirley Dempsey. So we got a little bit of NXT fights going on as well. I'm going to continue with the international. I'm learning some of these myself, by the way. I didn't watch TNA the last couple of weeks. Steve Macklin versus Stax for the International Championship. That's an interesting one. Continuing. It's almost like an entire Invasion pay-per-view almost. Hardys versus Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe. For that, I believe they used to be known as High Rise. I don't know if that name changed. There's your new champ, Li Ying Lee, against Danny Luna or Zaya Brookside. They're fighting as we speak, or fought like an hour ago, probably at this point. So she'll be facing one of them or both of them. You know how it goes with that triple threat. Maybe it'll be a schmage. And then is this it? Yeah. And then Frank Kazarian versus JDC, the former Fandango, for the World Championship. And this is Fandango's first main event and probably last main event because he is retiring soon, come January. So kind of a shout out to him. And for my last piece of notes, and then we can continue on. Share my screen.
For NXT Deadline on Saturday night, I'm guessing. Okay, yes. I figured that was coming as well. Yes.
So this is your big PLE on the Peacock now. I didn't even think about that. Are the NXTs continuing on Peacock? I guess they got it, right? I don't know.
They got it as of right now.
Right, yeah.
I know they're internationally, everything's going to be on Netflix. So I don't know, what.
When I do my VPN for SmackDown, NXTs, and pay-per-views, I see the NXT banner too.
Right.
And NXT. That's how I watch the weekly show now. Is VPN, baby. So and that's also. So I got still.
Now I watched most of Survivor Series this past week was Netflix VPN.
Yeah, fair enough. So this is Deadline. This is where they have the Iron Survivor matches. Again, kind of like, well, no, not like Survivor of the Fittest. This is, I believe, everyone stays in the ring. What's it they used to call it back in the day? Just a scramble, or what's the one Brian Kendrick won the title
championship
match?
Scramble. I like that. Yeah, it was a championship scramble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe it's more or less like that. Who has the most in the end? So for the women, it's Silveruka, Jordan Grace, Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, and Kendall Gray. Usually these are pretty fun matches. The ones last year and not the year before were pretty fun. Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dame. Dame cost her the title recently. The men's Iron Survivor match: Javon Evans, Joe Hendry, Miles Bourne, Leon Slater, and Dion Lennox. So that's kind of cool. Also the fact that Leon Slater's in that. That's pretty dope too. Him continue to get an NXT push as well.
Supposedly John Cena chose these people, but it's probably kayfabe.
I can see it being 50-50. Like maybe he had a little input. Maybe there was also like put Dion in it, like because I kind of like the Shield. They're like, Punk, who do you want? I want Seth. Okay, absolutely. Dean, yeah, absolutely. Kurt Cassius, no. You want Roman? Maybe there could always be a bit of both.
We like Roman. Maybe say Roman. Yeah,
that's how it sounds. Sounds like they're like, hey, listen, we'll give you the first two. We're not giving you all three. We're giving you Roman.
For the three indie guys in your faction. No, we need one of our guys.
You're getting one of ours who's never, been to an indie show. Ricky Saints will defend that NXT title against Oba Femi. And
that's opening the show, by the way.
What's going to main event in the men's Deadline? Maybe?
I don't know, but they said that's opening the show.
I can see men's Deadline.
Men or the women's, I guess. Because I doubt, even though this is the last graphic, I doubt it will be Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguano for the North American Championship. Is the last match.
Mr. Iguano wins, and they want to end the show on this super high point.
No, I would say maybe he could win if this was the opener. Well, you could still win in the middle of the card too. That's quite possible. Yeah, Iguano's over. Again, they got to rush that figure. I want that action figure now. But yes. So yeah, there's your Deadline. There's all your pay-per-views. So you got three PLE / pay-per-views. Both TNA and Ring of Honor are on their respective apps for $10 a piece. NXT is on either the Peacock or the VPN.
Brought to you by Surfshark.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the one I have. Yeah, I'm a Surfshark.
That's one I have. I got a Fire Stick and it has the Surfshark thing on it, which is
that's the only reason I bought a Fire Stick.
I bought a Fire Stick
because Roku TV doesn't let you do a VPN.
Well, I bought a Fire Stick on Black Friday because they're all like $20 on Black Friday. The Amazon just practically gives them away on like Black Friday, Cyber Monday because we got a million of these things. We got to get rid of them. So, but yeah, there's other VPN apps too. Nord VPN has one. Express has one. Like
I did the Nord the first time for WrestlePalooza, and then for whatever, and then I think Surfshark had a good sale, so
I bought Surfshark like for a whole year up front because it was like super discounted for like a whole year. So I did.
I think we must have done the same thing then because at the time I had money, so or at least enough to get it just done for the year.
I did it for a year for like $30 or something crazy. Yeah, just not much.
So I'm grandfathered in for the year.
Right.
I got Nord because some YouTuber
YouTubers or podcasters.
YouTuber Chooch Crown guy had like a deal. It's like you get the first 4 months free. I'm like, yep, deal. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Like JPO literally did all the news. There's one. It's literally not that much of news. The other one thing I was going to mention was just part of wrestling with movies, but she's really. It's like a part-time wrestler with movies, and that's Nikki Bella's got a Christmas movie coming out, but presented by Google, which is weird. I don't know. Google did like movies. It's called like Gift Exchange.
Even for me, I might have to skip that.
Christmas movie, The Gift Exchange, sponsored by Google. That sounds like how War of the Worlds has all the Amazon like product placement throughout it. Like that sounds like, man, I can't believe everything. Every time they look down at their phone, they're going to be like looking something up on the Google homepage.
Yeah, oh my God, it was so easy to find what I wanted.
Well, I was able to use Google Maps to get where I needed to go, and then I used Google shopping to buy you a Christmas present, and then I used Google Earth to then see what your house looked like because I stalked your house. Yeah, that sounds like just odd. I don't know. Well, it's funny because they say it's just a campaign. It's not a real movie, but then I saw other things that said it was a real movie. I'm confused. So
yeah, I don't know. It feels like I thought it was a real movie. And the only other thing I got is that there's more information coming out with that. If you watch that WWE Unreal series, which is interesting, I don't know whether it's kayfabe or not, because I found it weird that the first Unreal show had to hype it up, had that had that moment where they put ISO Speed in the Rumble, which was definitely a kayfabe thing. So I don't know. That was a weird way to promote your show. But yeah, apparently they're going to delve into like the R-Truth thing, leaving, and then I think maybe, and then the Seth Rollins fake injury, whole deal. So yeah, if you watch Unreal, which I don't know whether it's supposed to be kayfabe or I don't know.
I mean, it does say Unreal, which lends itself to being kayfabe. So I don't know. It's kind of right there in the title, Richie. But
I know. It's
I don't know if this gift exchange is real. I'm having a hard time figuring this out.
I Figure 4 Online said it's not a real movie. It's like an advertising campaign that looks like a movie.
Yeah, because it's like Google doesn't make it's weird. I'm just like
it's on Letterboxd, but they literally only have the 3 people that are on the poster. No more cast and no runtime and no other info and no reviews. And no date on it too.
Yeah, if you look it up,
no, it's not a real movie, but a Google holiday campaign features a series of holiday-themed ads that look and feel like movie posters and trailers, but are actually advertisements promoting the new Google search.
Is that like there was that Home Alone ad recently with like Macaulay Culkin and someone? It looked like it felt like it was like he was playing Kevin, but like it was like supposed to be as a grown up. So I guess
I'm so mad we never got the new Crocodile Dundee with like Danny McBride and Hemsworth. Like that shit looked funny and wasn't real.
Yeah,
there was a very cringy thing Chris Stuckman did one time that everybody clowned on him for on other things, where he that Eugene Levy did some like car commercial that was presented as like an action movie trailer with him with long hair and shit like that. This is like a year or two ago, and he did an ad spot for the ad on his review and reacted to it like he was reacting to a trailer, and did a cringy thing where he was like, I can't wait to see a full-length version of this movie from Eugene Levy and what else so-and-so car products have to offer. And everybody's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is some cringy bullshit. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
at this time, his reviews now are like 5 minutes long, and they're only 5 minutes, and he still has an ad in between them. He has an ad for like casino stuff.
He does. He goes like the so new movie from whatever. And speaking of new things, here's this ad for a minute and a half, and then he just talks about the movie for 2 minutes, reads the plot synopsis, goes, I liked it, and that's the end of the review. It's very uncreative. It's fucking horrible.
It's. And I don't knock him for it because, like, hey man, make your money. But I stopped watching. No, I'm just saying I would do the same in his shoes because I get what he's trying to do. He's a real filmmaker, or he's trying to be a real filmmaker. So he's not going to sit here and be like, that fucking new Ari Aster film, not kind of mediocre, am I right? Like, meanwhile, he's trying to make films himself. So I get it that he doesn't want to lambast films, but he also doesn't want to give up the channel that makes him a monthly income.
I'm not even talking about that, though. I'm saying literally he only reviews movies he likes, but make your reviews longer than 3 minutes.
True, he probably could do better. I know when Kevin Smith would do like reviews, he'd at least go into it as to what he liked. True, he could do better. Or I'm just saying I can understand why, like, maybe doesn't know what to say. I mean, he's not saying bad. I don't know.
Dan Murrell does like 17-minute reviews. You know what I mean? Like he goes.
Dan Murrell's not trying to make you a filmmaker.
I don't give a shit. You're a fucking reviewer. If you're gonna do a movie review, have some substance to your review beyond.
The people gotta stop watching. Then he'll stop making them.
When the review of your movie on your own channel is shorter than a segment on Siskel and Ebert from 1992, you do better. Okay?
At the same time, I understand like not wanting to shit on your movie, but then there's certain director, like I guess it depends on the person, but like Quentin Tarantino shits on movies all the time. He's a filmmaker. I'm just saying,
he makes great films. I know it's on Depends the Shirt tonight. Tarantino's kind of a dick sometimes too, though, man.
I know.
That's fine, but I can respect the fact that he has an opinion. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, I can at least respect.
I don't know. He goes too ham. He shouldn't go as ham as he should, especially when he's not asked about it. But the Paul Dano thing is pretty shitty.
I know, but like, I want to. If I'm watching a review, I want to see your actual opinion. I don't want to be like you hiding your opinion to be, all goody.
No, that's fair. Well, that's why I'm saying vote with your wallet and whatnot. Don't watch him, and he'll stop making them, or he'll know that he'll have to like go back to being real.
Yeah. I don't like fakeness, and I just think it's a bit weird. I don't know, just like you can, I know you can critique movies without it, like kind of affecting you. And he's like, I never liked doing the worst of stuff.
I know. Like, Jonathan Caro did give 2 stars to The Whale, and I said "fuck you" live on my show. So sometimes you get mad.
Yeah, that's probably it. Anyway. Wrestling.
Anyways.
How about that Survivor Series?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I guess. But luckily, there's only 4 things to talk about, so we can get through this.
Yeah, we can get through this very quickly.
Yeah, it will be quick because, yeah, I mean, I think if you've seen one WWE War Games match,
you've seen them all. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's not to take away from the work that the women did or the men did, because I mean, put your body, yeah, but there was nothing new. There was nothing exciting. I mean, that came out of it. I mean, I guess we'll just jump into it. The women's match. I think all 10 women involved. I think talented. I think they all, got their moments. I kind of wish AJ did a little bit more, but I can understand at the same time, like, she just came back and, maybe not wanting to do any big spots. She did end up getting the submission win, but yeah, I mean, I think the highlight is what's Io gonna do off the top of the cage. That's the moment, and she jumped off in the trash can again.
She did a swan
after, yeah, and the thing is, her opponents were all on opposite sides. They were like in corners and stuff, and they see her up there and they decide to walk to the middle where she's gonna jump. What the heck? I did think it was funny how AJ got on Rhea's shoulders to give her the garbage can. I did like.
Yeah, that was a good time.
But
yeah,
I mean,
I don't know why AJ couldn't have just thrown the garbage can. It wasn't that far away, but I feel like she had no strength to throw this aluminum garbage can. But that's all right.
I mean, if I'd make any excuse to go on Rhea's shoulders. To be honest,
that's true.
Mommy's not always on top, if you know what I mean. But
I know.
No, I did think it was good, but again, I don't think it was anything special and nothing that we haven't seen before. So, JPO, what did you think of the women's match?
I mean, it's fun, yeah, but I mean, it surpassed the time, but yeah, it's not one that I'm gonna necessarily go back to and whatnot. I think it was the better of the two as far as like actual moments and whatnot. So yeah, good enough to a degree. I also think WWE, unfortunately, too, like, I don't know if Pez will agree with this, but like, man, to see Blood and Guts and then go to this, like,
yeah, it was like, yeah, I've had my fill of like War Games matches for a while.
Not only fill, but like at least they go kind of ballsy in AEW. While like here, it's just like
just like
cutter PG.
The hardest thing you do is a trash can flip and some kendo sticks. You know what I mean? Like that's about it. Yeah, when the women's Blood and Guts, Marina Shafir is sticking glass to her foot and stomping on people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like there's moments
and 75% of the women in the Blood and Guts match were bleeding profusely. You know what I mean? Like all over the ring. You know what I mean? Like it's way more ballsy of the show.
There's enough moments for me to go, hey, if you didn't see Blood and Guts, if you have some time, go and see it. If you didn't see Survivor Series,
wait till
fine. You can move on. Yeah, you can watch. You can look at the results and get the gist.
Yeah, but what did you think of the opener, Pez?
Yeah, no, I mean it was again entertaining enough. It's always weird when you have the babyface advantage. I think even Alvarez was talking about that. Yeah, the dreaded babyface advantage in a War Games. It just doesn't work. You have to have War Games works best when it's the heel advantage. I know it's like supposed to be like a flip of a coin, kayfabe, whatever, but come on, like that every other War Games match in history is the heels have the advantage because that's how you run the story. The heels are always constantly having the advantage, and the babyfaces come in for the final and make the comeback and run wild. Like that's just what you do. So yeah, it's always weird when they try to work a match like that. And again, like I was gonna say the same thing. Like JPO was like, I just came off of seeing Blood and Guts live, so this is like about as fucking PG of a War Games match as you could get. Like, there's a reason I go back and watch the War Games from like 1986, 1987, where these guys are just beating the shit out of each other, and it feels more like a brawl and a fight and a survival, and even like. I don't know. I haven't even really enjoyed a lot of these since like the NXT ones. Like some of those NXT ones were a lot of fun, where they at least trying to do creative, like crazy spots and fun stuff and do some different things with it. But yeah, I feel like these last couple of War Games kind of feel forced, like they're just not really necessary. They don't progress a lot of stuff for the most part. Again, they're okay while you're watching it. I wasn't like bored, but it was just kind of there, but it was what it was. I didn't get a chance to see the full men's one, just full disclosure. My VPN was kind of lagging on me, by the time I got to the fourth one. So I saw like pieces. I saw some highlight videos and stuff. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but this one was okay for what it was. It was fine.
Yeah, Richie?
Yeah, pretty paint by numbers. I feel like the spot of the match is just Swanton, but I think if it was the first time she did it, that'd be a memorable thing. And I mean, it's cool it's a spot, and like it's cool that she's as over as she is. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes if you go to the world too often, it just doesn't become special anymore. Yeah, it's just when I say I don't like that they got rid of the them being locked in the cage thing at the entrance ramp. At least like last year they built like entry because there was tension. That they lost that they built entry between there was tension between Roman Reigns and CM Punk, and that was with Roman Reigns going before CM Punk. I was like, oh, that's cool, but
it wasn't like it wasn't. It was like it wasn't determined who was coming out next. It was like people were fighting to get in there next. Somebody would start to go, and the other person would like pull them back and be like, "No, I'm going first." That sort of thing. Yeah, that made for like an interesting dynamic, and people reacting to it, from ringside was fun.
Yeah. Well, you had the one interesting one memorable moment from NXT, the women's war game match in NXT, where Dakota Kai turned heel and like booted Nick Tegan Knox in the face. Like, it's interesting when they're all like there. Already. So yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. I thought it was interesting they got rid of that. I don't know if it was a great choice, but yeah, I don't know. And then like I know that she's sort of still like getting her kind of the feet back into it, like the wrestling wise. But yeah, AJ didn't do. She did fuck all in this match, and then just did the and then the Black Widow on Becky for the tap out. I mean, I enjoyed Becky. Her heel work was great, but yeah, it was just like okay, it's like it was very safe as people talked about. It's just like I don't know, like would have been cool if they were able to do more stuff, I guess.
Yeah, our next match we saw Dominic regaining the Intercontinental Championship with the help of the entire Judgment Day, including a returning Liv Morgan, where it looked like maybe Liv wasn't going to side with Dominic, and John Cena got the good old dick kick. She used his heel turn against him. I thought the match was decent. I didn't dig all the outside interference, obviously. John Cena taking the finishers from the ladies. Pop rocks from Roxanne to John Cena. I did not have that on my 2025 bingo card, but I guess if John Cena wants to work with Roxanne, John Cena's going to work with Roxanne. And then obviously Finn and JD. He can't fight off Roxanne and Raquel, but he can fight off Finn and JD. Good. This is wrestling. And then, I mean, I did think Cena was going to retain. I wasn't on for the predictions. I got one right, by the way, you guys. I got one right. I was completely backwards for this PLE. Because I thought Becky was gonna tap out AJ, and like, oh, we're 1-1. We have to have one more match, but no, they're like, AJ, you can go over.
Yeah,
anyway,
me and Richie tied, by the way, for the predictions.
Dom
Becker, babyface heels. So there you go.
Yeah. So. But yeah, no, I'm not surprised. I just thought maybe Cena retains, goes into Saturday night's main event. IC title is also on the line, which is also why I think LA Knight could have been, given LA Knight an IC title run into the new year and maybe into Mania. I thought could have been interesting. But now I just want LA Knight because I just want him to have something good. Anyway, yeah, no, Liz back. Dom's a double champ again, double Dom. And yeah, no, it was good. We started off good, I think, with some pretty decent wrestling. But yeah, just also very, even though I didn't predict it, I think predictable. Richie, what did you think of Dom and Cena?
Yeah, I probably liked it more than you. I thought the fake injury angle was really well done, even though they kind of tried to, I guess, redo the real thing with Penta and Solo. But I think they sold it really well. I genuinely thought at one point like something had happened. I'm like, oh shit, right? Yeah, but yeah, then when you think pop right back up when Raquel and Roxanne got involved. It's cool. I think you need to establish him as a threat. I think Raquel, I'm a campaign for her to do more stuff. I think she, it'd be cool if she won a singles title here soon, but I don't know if that's getting the case. But I don't know. I thought I like the Dominic Mysterio's like sort of light sheet heel, light sheet steel heel character is that it's coming across great because he's really good at it. And yeah, I thought he was really good. I thought Liv Morgan Liv Morgan doesn't get enough credit for her character work. I could see why she got got cast in. I've got a hunch that she's not in it very much, but I got to see why she got cast in a movie because I think her just her facials and everything are really good. Like just the way she like her evil eyes when she like did that turn. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. That is just something that like I just think she's come a long way since she debuted. I think she's great. I can see her winning the Rumble. But yeah, I think that whole segment was great. And then the Rock Splash, and I think the right person won because I think Cena doesn't need the title going into his last match. So yeah, I actually like this match quite a bit.
Pez?
Actually, the whole thing was pretty entertaining. Maybe one of the more entertaining matches on the show. And just I think it was a nice dichotomy of how popular Cena was, but how kind of Dom's the heel, but he's still pretty over and popular right now. So it's like they didn't want to really boo Dom, and I think he's still got to pop this thing. But yeah, no, like Richie said, they're really good at getting those camera angles for those like facial expressions. The John Cena one, when he turned heel. Yeah, this one, like they're really good at getting like that perfect camera shot and zooming in really well. So yeah, kudos to that. I didn't know where it was going to go, if Liv was going to stick with him or not, and who knows how long he will stick with him if that's the thing or whatever. But we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be crazy to think that 2 of John Cena's last matches were with Dominic. That says a lot about him. And how far he's come. So that's definitely something.
The crowd went nuts for Liv, by the way. That was pretty
they had fun with it. Like I said, it was a lot of these Cena matches have been a lot of smoke and mirrors with outside interference and different storyline things going on, but still entertaining for the most part. John Cena is really good at being John Cena.
Yeah.
I think Dom could be a dark horse Rumble pick.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I think he could be a dark horse. I don't know if he will, but like I wouldn't be surprised. Like if he goes after I don't think he goes after the WWE title, but the World Heavyweight title, I could definitely see him going after. But JPL, what were your thoughts on Dom and Cena?
I mean, it was definitely the singles match of the night. Am I right, everybody?
You are right.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's very much the epitome of like, let's hit our greatest hits, baby. You know what I mean? Like, it was all nothing necessarily spectacular, but fun storytelling. You know, yeah, I was hooked. I was having fun. So it hits the notes pretty well here. Cena does what he does well. Dom does what he does well. You know, like you said, kind of fun scene. You know, Roxanne and Raquel getting their licks in as well. You know what I mean? Which I think again might have been a Cena pit. You know, a Cena move. Like, all right, I'm obviously not gonna ever wrestle you guys. Like, you know, let's put you over a little bit too. I love me some Liv. I'm happy with Liv being back on TV. Funny moment too of her kind of doing the Cena face. You know, just nice good camera work and just her all happy. And then Cena don't know this, but she ain't happy. And so yeah, like I said, it was definitely fun enough. Good match.
Yeah, I think once AEW can get WWE's level of camera work, come on. I think that's the one.
Well, it might help if they have those like production meetings. That rumored that they don't have. That would definitely help. If they knew the big spots to zero in on instead of missing them all the time, that would definitely help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up next, we had Stephanie and Nikki Bella. Okay, moving on. It wasn't terrible, but I'm not going to call it good either.
It was a match.
It was a match. You agree, JPO?
It was a match. It was there. It happened.
Yeah, man. She was doing okay on Raw, but I mean these couple pay-per-view matches she's had now, because what was it, her and Becky, right? Like, that wasn't great either. So Nikki's not rocking my world on pay-per-view yet, and kind of makes me mad, because we got plenty of talented women on Raw and SmackDown and NXT where I don't like the fact that we're giving these spots to Nikki already. That I don't think she's ready for, because I don't think we can. I don't think it's solely Vancouver's fault. I mean, like, she can have a pretty good match, so not shit on Nikki too much. Nice person. If you invite, you can come over for Thanksgiving dinner next year. But I don't know. Yeah, just not terrible, not great.
Yeah,
by far.
Yeah, I thought it was a passable match, but yeah, like yeah, it's definitely I don't know, like those like yeah, I don't know, it's cool that I guess I don't know if I wouldn't like. I totally forgot. Like I knew there was 4-match card one. I was actually just thinking, I'm like, what was the third one? Oh yeah, that's right, that was that one, because it was just a match. But yeah, like Jacob said, there's like plenty of talented women that could be in that spot. I mean, I forgot to mention it in the news, but like I'm glad that they're bringing in Natalia's Bloodsport character, which is, I'm hoping she gets a push. I mean, she's not new, but like better wrestler than Nikki. So I don't know. Maybe they do something with her. There's a lot of women in NXT. So yeah, I don't know. I just think maybe it's I understand why they want to use Nikki, because like she's perceived as this legend in this sort of crossover, like this cross-platform sort of star. But I don't know, man. Just yeah, either push her or don't, that sort of thing as well. Like, is she gonna be like winning stuff, or is she just there to? I don't know. I just feel like yeah, there's plenty of people with a bit who would revel in that opportunity more than Nikki. I think she's had a time, even though I'm not as harsh on her as other people. not mentioning JBO, just other people.
Yeah, Pez. Yeah. No, same. It was yeah. And then yeah,
I'll forget this match happened in like a week, and I'll be like, "Who? What was the match at the? Not what? Oh, yeah, okay."
It's gonna be a trivia question on Wrestling with Trivia next year. People are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that did happen." But you're muted if you're talking to us, JPO.
Oh shit, I was muted. I was shit talking Nikki Moore. All right, I'll stop. What's up?
I said it's gonna be a trivia question on Wrestling with Trivia next year. People are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that did happen."
Oh yeah, no, I was bouncing off that. I said, yeah, I'm gonna ask her about both and be like, who did Nikki have extremely mediocre, if not bad, matches with in 2025?
We'll narrow that. It'll be
WWT rules if you can't pull both. Yeah.
Oh, it'll be what was the CWT that round where you have to name as much as you can. Like, oh shit, okay. Yeah.
And then our fourth match, our final match. If this was AEW, we would just be finishing the pre-show. That's not a knock on AEW.
Get meat in the middle. 4 is not enough.
Yeah, like you couldn't have 5. You couldn't have you couldn't build up that. I mean, it was cool to have it on Raw, but you couldn't build up that tag match, that cool, awesome tag match they had with New Day. Couldn't put that on pay-per-view. That was awesome.
Tag team wrestling. What's that, Richie? I don't understand.
Tag.
What?
You couldn't have had the Survivor Series elimination match.
Elimination match
series.
Yeah, on the Survivor Series. Yeah, how dare you? No,
But you have a Survivor Series match on Survivor Series. That's just silly.
Yeah, no, we had the men's War Games, the Vision defeating the Faces. I don't think there was a team name, but again, if you've seen one men's War Games match since WWE has done them, you've seen them all. I do like there was a little bit of outside the ring stuff with Brock and Roman, which made it a little different from the others, but yeah, I don't know if that means we're leaning towards another Brock Roman singles match. I hope not. We're done with that. We've seen it. They can hate each other, and if they're in multi-man matches, yeah, obviously go after each other. But I don't need another one-on-one. Teased a little dissension between Cody and Punk. I think that could be fun to visit somewhere down the line. Roman and Cody, Roman and Punk seem to be okay, but Roman and Cody, they will never team again. So I don't know. WrestleMania 42, is it Roman and Cody number 3? I don't know. But yeah, no, I picked the Faces because I thought both champions, end the night on a high note. I did pick heels Faces. I was just wrong on which heels and which faces. But
you didn't count on a masked man.
I count on a hooded figure, curb stomping CM Punk.
That masked man from SmackDown vs. Raw 2011.
But no, good in-ring action. I could have done without the yeeting in the middle of the match right before Brock came out. It did make for a nice moment when they all kind of looked, but other than that, I'm tired of the yeeting in the middle of the matches. I think I'd be different if I was live. I'm sure live it's fun, but and obviously the paying customer, that's who you're catering to. But no, I do think the right person got the pinfall. Braun and Punk should be good. Was it first Raw of the new year? So
yeah.
I do like that. There's some stuff going forward that I think could be interesting. But the match itself, I think, was just average. So Pez, I know you didn't see the full match, but you said you saw highlights.
I saw some highlights. Yeah, I didn't like the yeeting in the middle of the thing either, other than Brock Lesnar cutting it off and coming in and destroying everybody. That was fun. So, at least that had somewhat of a punchline payoff. Jey Uso being on top of the cage and then looking over when his music hits and be like, oh fuck, I guess the party's over. That sort of thing. That was all right.
That by process of elimination, he's the only one that's coming out. So
yeah, that he's going to be coming out soon. So you were surprised by that? I'm not sure.
Why would he in the first place?
Well, and he's the next guy coming out. So wouldn't you huddle up with your team and strategize over how we're going to stop this monster? This beast incarnate from just taking all of us to Suplex City. Yeah.
And it's War Games. It's supposed to be a brutal, sadistic match, and let's jump on top of the cage and dance.
Yeah. So things. I felt like this match was more. And it seems like that's a lot more lately, just to push characters and storyline stuff more than like the substance of the match. Again, the match itself was very paint by numbers, just to kind of advance storylines. Yeah, I think the crowds are just kind of over black hooded guy interferes and does something at the end. I think we're just kind of over that. Like, we've had that. How many times have we had that this year or the last 2-3 years? Like, hooded. Yeah, and they either unmask or don't unmask, whatever. But like, how many times has that been a crutch for like? I swear we've had like 8 pay-per-views where that's like been a thing in the main event. It's been really weird. So I think the crowd is just kind of, there was like a collective sigh of just like, oh, again with this shit. Like, I don't know.
Could it not just be Austin Theory? It probably is Austin Theory.
Yeah, there's no mistaking that ass of Austin Theory. Somebody did a side by side. There's no mistaking that rear end. That man is sculpted. But it's like, and then we didn't even like do anything with that on Raw. So like, what do we do? I mean, this is long-term nonsense again. Like, can we just like get to the point? If we're gonna do something, you're gonna have them be involved. Just have them be involved without any mystery. Let's just do that. Throw a wrench in the thing. Get some fans excited about a guy who they've been pushing to do something, maybe end with some excitement about that. It's just, I don't know. It just seems like, again, another one's just kind of overbooked and sort of ends with a collective, like, like it just is what it is.
Yeah. JPO.
Yeah, this didn't do a hell of a lot for me. You guys might be shocked to hear this, but I fell asleep. But then I went back and I rewatched it.
Can confirm.
And then I fell asleep. But then I went back a third time, and I think I've seen it pretty much in full now. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Again, I mean, like, if this was like a Nitro or Raw, but like, I don't know. I just want more for my War Games, and like I said, especially when we've seen 2 Blood and Guts, and now at this point, 2 Blood and Guts and a War Games within the last hour, or 2 or whatever. Like, it's fine. Other than the Brock Lesnar, punchline, I don't care about Brock in this match. He just does his normal Brock shit, so there's nothing special in that. Someone else pointed out too, which is very true. Like, maybe they also need to start making new stars too, because I mean, literally, this was 4/5 the same face team as last year. Literally, swap out Sami Zayn for Cody Rhodes. It was the same fucking team. Punk, Roman, and the Usos. Like, that's not even new that we haven't seen. We've seen this almost entire team already. And then I double checked on Blood and Guts. Only Darby and Mark were repeats. It was totally a different heel team, and the other 3 were different too. And that, just to give them a bit of props as well for at least mixing up who's in these angles. You know what I mean? Like, I feel WWE is even. Maybe again, like you said, if it was just, or like you said, myself said, if this is like a big, like now they do like the first. It seemed like the first Raw of the year is becoming a big thing. They did it last year with the new Netflix. Now, like, again, Punk and Braun's a big match. If they maybe just built it on TV, I'd be fine with it. But with it being a pay-per-view, I just feel like they go very typical. All right, let's get Roman back, and let's get Punk and Cody, and just whether or not there's even juice in the storyline there. So right team won, that's cool. And then, like you said, I think it might lead to some stuff. But as far as the match, I just thought it was fine. And that's not what I want to feel for War Games. Like, this is up there. Like, I'll go rewatch that fucking Warrior WCW War Games first.
Yeah. Richie?
Yeah, I thought it was very paint by numbers. Didn't do a whole hell of a lot. Like, you could have just. I don't even know, like, the angle at the end where, like, he's mad at Cody. I don't even know why he'd be mad at Cody for. Like, I didn't get that. It's just like, because I know your team lost, but like, he wasn't one pin. I guess it was the miscommunication with Punk, but also that wasn't really miscommunication. I think maybe he's just turning heel. So I don't know if you just do it. They're just running it back with a different heel face dynamic. I don't know. I don't want to see that though. Just have a new match. Or maybe Jackie Fatu's coming back. I don't know. But yeah, I would have just preferred Austin Theory to be in the match. At least it'd be different. I am glad that Braun's okay though. Landing right on your neck from a fucking doomsday device. Fuck that. Probably shouldn't do it to a guy that big. Just saying. I don't know. I know accidents happen, but my God, that scared the shit out of me. Like, he landed right on his neck. And I'm like, oh man, I'm glad he was. Yeah. once he did the Frankenstein, I was like, okay, he's fine. But yeah, that could have gone so much worse. But yeah, I don't know. Just and just the fact you don't even mention it, like, look, I hate you. I can't believe I'm saying this. I hate to agree with Russo here, but like, no one in the babyface side the next night seemed to even care about who the masked person was. Just like, come on, man. Like, be somewhat annoyed. It cost you the match. But yeah, I'm just like, why would you have that revealed the next time? I know you want to build it, but like, where is it going? Like, if Punk's not concerned about the Masked Man, if he's not revealed by their match of Braun, it's like, well, that's just sort of own fault. I don't know. Just it's weird. It's become a storytelling match. I feel like we're going away from. I thought like with the Triple H era, we're going away from like just stipulation matches just because it's that month. You know what I mean? It's a war game. It's November, so it's war games. Like, no, if there's a storyline reason for war games, yeah, have war games. But no, I don't want just do war games just because. At least at least build it up properly. I feel like AEW build up. They obviously do blood and guts because, but they built it up properly to you like, oh shit, yeah, I want to see this.
Orange Cassidy didn't seem into it.
Blood and guts.
I know that was it's really. I don't know what it is about him. It's like it's just not enthusiastic about anything. It was a match that happened.
Vitamin Benjamin, do you poop out at parties? Are you not? That's an I Love Lucy joke. Sorry, or whatever.
But no, and yeah, that was.
Way to say
War Games. So, as we always do, we'll go around, give a score out of 10. I'm curious on this one. I'm gonna go. I'll give you guys a minute to think about it. I'm gonna go like a 6.5 out of 10 because I think the action is good enough, but it's like there's nothing to wow me, and that women's match really does bring it down. I think the fun of Dominic and Cena kind of bring it up a little bit, and the women's was I think good enough. So that 6 to 6.5 range, because I feel like any lower, it's like I'm saying I didn't like it, and that's not true because I did like it. I was entertained while I was watching it. I'm just not gonna go back to it ever. So, Pez, what would you
5. That's all I got to say. It was there. 5.
JPO
4. I'm gonna go even lower. Wow. I think you have. I'm sorry. I look at it like this. You only have 4 matches, which I think that's kind of a negative to a degree because then that makes the review of it even smaller. You have 1 bad match. Now I only have 3 matches to say that like maybe are good or not. I actually think if I had a thumbs up, thumbs down, even Roper, the main event, I'm thumbs downing it. So now we're down to 2 matches. That's half the card. And I think your first match is serviceable and your other match is fun. Like, yeah, that's a 4. Like, I don't know. To me, anyway, that's where I'm going with. And I'm not even giving it the fun 4.6s like I do. That's how mad I am. It's an even 4.
Richie.
Yeah, sorry, I was cutting out for a second there. I will Dave Portnoy it and go 5.2. Don't know why. It's not great, but like I had fun with the John Cena Dominic match. That was the best. But yeah, I didn't. Well, when there's a War Games match, I don't expect the singles match to be the best match. But like, I don't know. You feel like it's just weird that would be. Yeah, and it's not like it was a blowaway match or anything. It was just fun. But yeah, the War Games match should be the highlight of your show on a pay-per-view called Survivor Series War Game. Bit disappointing. It might, when we do our lonelies, it might actually end up being on the worst, nominated for worst pay-per-view, to be honest.
That's another really good point, though. When we're reviewing War Games and our highlight of the night is, hey, that Cena Dom normal one-on-one was kind of fun. Am I right, everybody? Like, I don't know. That means you failed in my mind with War Games.
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean, my just to play devil's advocate, and how many times do you go into the Royal Rumble come out of the Royal Rumble pay-per-views where maybe a singles match on that or a normal match on that card was better than a Royal Rumble, even though the
true. But then I would normally also dog the pay-per-view a little bit before that as well. Normally, I would think, I'd go, well, this one's a great Royal Rumble because the Royal Rumble kind of sucked, even if Roman and Dean was fun or whatever. I don't know, whatever that match was.
I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like the Rumble that had Cena and Styles, or the
okay, yeah, maybe, yeah,
the Cena Rollins Lesnar triple threat. I think outshined the Rumble match. So, but I see both sides. I'm just kind of playing like sometimes there's just a really good match on the undercard.
No, for sure.
But no, I definitely see all the points as well. So yeah, we'll have one more big show to review before the year is up. We have World's End in a few weeks. It's kind of like the last big show, even though AEW likes to name. They have Winter's coming. I'm sure there's going to be a Christmas themed episode. I'm sure the week of Christmas leading up to World's End, but. Yeah, well, I guess Saturday John Cena's final match is a big show too, but yeah, so War Games, more like War Games, am I right?
War Games.
All right. I believe, Pez, you had some.
Ooh, do you want me to do some games before we leave tonight?
Yeah. For minutes. We haven't hit the 2-hour mark yet.
Oh, why not? We'll breeze through these. One final batch. How about that? Just one last batch of a best of 9, or I guess we probably need to do 10 since there's 3 of you guys, because there could be a tie. So I guess we'll do the full 10, right? Yeah. So our final batch of Guess the Wrestler. I've burned through a good chunk of these gentlemen. So we'll do one final batch here, and then I'll come up with some new stuff. I do have a Royal Rumble theme game I want to do, maybe around Royal Rumble time, to have some fun with that. But if you gentlemen want to do that, we can certainly hit some Guess the Wrestler. So yeah, how it works for anybody watching, for anybody who doesn't know, this will be based on the accomplishments. So I will first give these guys the basic info. If they are, deceased, semi-active, currently active, retired, whatever the case may be, and then I'll start rattling off accomplishments. Sort of, I always kind of judge it based on what I kind of deem maybe least giveaway to most giveaway, some sort of thing like that, kind of customized to the person that it is. But I'm going to go with that. And yeah, we'll see if you guys can guess the wrestler. And how it'll work is you guys can lock in. So it'll be a case where you will say, if I name off a accomplishment, you can make your guess. If you're incorrect, you are locked out of the next accomplishment, so you essentially lose a turn. But if you get it, obviously you get a point. So, and we'll see who gets the most points out of these 10, and I'll keep track. So, JPO, Richie, and Jacob, keep track of the points off to the side here. All right. Well, let me get this first one pulled up. I have it almost ready to go. Let's see. Yep. I just want to pull up my next 2 as well, just to kind of have them off to the side, and then we will get things going. All right. So write whiteboards if you want to write the accomplishments down as I give them. Otherwise, if you just want to play by the seat of your pants, you can do so. If we get down to the final one, I'll give you guys the final one. If nobody's gotten it by then, I'll just let you guys guess on your whiteboards and see if anybody can grab it. All right?
Yep.
So that's how to work. All right. If you guys are ready for your first person, I would tell you this person is alive but retired. Retired from active in competition. All right. All right. So, all right. Well, if you guys are ready to go.
Yeah, I'm not going to lock yet.
All right. This person is retired. Locked. Okay. All right. Your first accomplishment. This person is a one-time NWA World Tag Team Champion. All right.
You said NWA World Tag?
an NWA Tag Team Champion, yes. All right. And I'll give you the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, moving on to the next one. This person is a one-time WCW World Tag Team Champion.
Fuck it, locked.
JPO.
Ricky Steamboat?
That is incorrect.
All right.
Not a bad guess.
I'll have to guess him now.
All right. Just Jake and Richie. 5, 4.
You said
3.
WCW tag, right?
WCW tag, one time. All right, 2 and 1. All right, JPO is locked out of this next one. So just for Jacob and Richie, this person is a 2-time WCW United States champion.
Ricky Steamboat.
All right, just for Jacob and Richie, 2-time WCW US champ. All right. And the answer's in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. JPO back in for this next one. This person is a 2-time WCW television champion.
Fuck it, lock.
Richie.
Boss Bagwell?
Incorrect.
No NWA.
Yeah.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Richie locked out of this next one just for JPO and Jacob. Gentlemen, this person is a 4-time WWF Tag Team Champion. All right. The countdown for you guys. 4-time WWF Tag Champion and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Richie back in. Everybody eligible. This person is a 2-time Intercontinental Champion.
Look.
Richie.
Is it Ric Flair?
Incorrect.
Nah.
I think we're going to have the once, maybe? And even tag, I think, would. Well, tag would be a couple at least.
Okay. All right. Richie, incorrect answer there. Give Jacob and Jordan a few more seconds. 2-time IC champion. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Richie's locked out of this next one. Jacob and JPO. This person is a 6-time WWF champion.
No.
6-time WWF champion. All right, 10 more seconds.
Lock.
Jacob.
Is it Stone Cold?
Stone Cold Steve Austin is the correct answer, Jacob. Yes. Stone
Only
Cold Steve Austin.
Biggest star of all time.
Only one of the biggest stars of all time, yes. And your next clues actually would have gone from titles to King of the Ring, 1996. A Royal Rumble winner, 3-time Royal Rumble. But I wasn't going to tell you that till afterwards. I would have said Royal Rumble winner. And the next one I would have Royal Rumble winner times 3 because he's won 3 times, and then 2-time Hall of Famer because he is in for individually and that immortal moment thing they did last year with Bret Hart. So there you go. Yes, Stone Cold Steve Austin is the correct answer, Jacob. Nicely done. Yeah, he's got that whole WCW, NWA career, early 90s. So
once we went the 6th time, I'm like, all right, well, there's only
Steve
won it that much.
Yeah, Stunning Steve. And yeah, he almost won the ECW title in ECW, but never quite did it. So that might have given it away as well. But
yeah, it was the NWA that was throwing me off.
Yeah. He Brian Pillman, all that jazz. So he doing the Hollywood Blondes thing. So all right. So Stone Cold Steve Austin, your first one out of the way. All right, back to square one. Let me get the accomplishments ready to go here. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me scroll down to where I need to scroll down to. All right. This one's going to be interesting. So here we go, especially where I start. Gentlemen, this person is currently active.
Ricky Steamboat.
Well, he did chop the young, the FTR, just like a couple
that counts, right?
Yeah, that counts. All right, currently active, gentlemen, your first accomplishment. This person is a 2-time Lucha Underground champion.
Ooh. Okay.
This one.
Look.
Richie.
Rey Mysterio.
Is incorrect. All right. Richie would taking a shot to get it. Hey, I can appreciate the shooting the shot.
Lock.
Now that was a good one. Oh,
Jacob.
Ricochet.
That is a correct answer. Ricochet.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yes.
The first one I wrote down was Ricochet, but I was like, give me something else first.
Your next one would have been a one-time PWG champion.
Yeah, see that now. There's no one else that fits that, I think. Damn.
Yeah, and then so I was kind of bouncing around to some of his indie accomplishments, but world titles, and then you go to the WWE accomplishments. He is a one-time Speed champion, the Speed champion, and NXT North American champion, one-time U.S. champion, Intercontinental champion. Then you can bounce around to obviously. Most recently AEW national champion, which would have definitely given it away. National champion, the inaugural. Yes. So I thought that would be fun, just because I could start with some goofy kind of indie world titles. You know what I mean? So have a little fun with that. All right. But nice shot, Jacob. 2 points to you so far. So let me get my next one and the one after that lined up. Just
I think you should get 2 points for getting it on the first one.
Like the Miz. Yes. All right. Let me scroll down to this gentleman's accomplishments and see which one I want to start with here. Because I kind of cater it to whatever I'm looking at here. All right, so let's start with this. Okay, gentlemen, this person is currently active.
Ricky Steamboat.
All right.
I'm waiting for the last one to be Ricky Steamboat now.
Yeah.
The last one's going to
be. Ricky Steamboat, I think I consider him. He doesn't have that many titles, actually. He didn't really win that much. He has like 2 NWA titles, and that's it. He didn't really win much else. So it's not a lot. All right, gentlemen. This person who's currently active is a 2-time ROH Tag Team Champion.
Locked.
JPO.
CM Punk.
Is incorrect.
Nah.
I already did CM Punk on another episode.
I'm trying Brian Newsbaum telling me I reviewed a movie twice or asked the same question twice. I don't remember everything.
Yeah, I know. It's all good.
I don't know ROH tags.
All right. It's all good. All right, for the rest of you guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, your next accomplishment. This person is a 3-time Raw Tag Team Champion. I see a rumbling in Jacob's tummy over there.
I kind of want to go for it.
5.
Lock.
4. Jacob.
Claudio.
Incorrect. All right. The rest of you guys, Richie and JPO, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Mr. Barber locked out of this next one. JPO and Richie, this person is a 3-time 24/7 champion.
Oh God.
Hey, it counts.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lock
JPO.
Matt Hardy.
Incorrect.
Lock.
Richie.
Mike Bennett.
That is incorrect. So
everybody Raw tag.
All right, so Richie and JPO are locked out. Jacob, you are back in. And you are the only. You are back in, and the only one who can guess on this next accomplishment, since Richie and JPO locked themselves out. So, unfortunately, sorry, JPO. It is what it is. You're already out.
Don't get it, Jacob.
Jacob, your next accomplishment: a one-time WWE United States champion. for Mr. Barber only. All right, a couple more seconds. United States champion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
Can I lock now? I don't want to.
Nope.
Can I lock it?
You have to wait till after I say the accomplishment.
Okay.
So,
okay. That's fine. That's fine.
I have to say the accomplishment, then you can lock immediately if you want to.
Go ahead.
This person is a 3-time Intercontinental champion.
Lock.
JPO.
Shelton Benjamin.
That is correct. Yes, Shelton Benjamin is correct. Shelton Benjamin.
He only won
That
the
24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a 3-time IC, so he did that mid-card title more.
3-time IC. Yeah, he was never world champion, unfortunately. Didn't get there, and then I would have jumped up to more currently, obviously, AEW World Tag Team Champion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, once you said Ring of Honor tag, then 24/7, I'm like, all right, that pool's got to be small.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot about Raw Tag. That's why I was like, Mike Bennett, Raw Tag.
Yeah.
No, Bennett didn't do shit but the 24/7 title as far as WWE goes.
Yeah. Let me pull up another guy real quick just to have on deck, on standby. All right. Okay. Ready to go for your next person. Again, this one's going to be interesting how I kind of bounce around this one. But all right. All right. We will go to this person, gentlemen, is currently active.
Ricky Steamboat.
All right, gentlemen. Your currently active person is a former one-time Ring of Honor World Champion.
Ooh, the one-timers. Oh, yeah. Tempted to.
Locked.
Oh, fuck.
Cody Rhodes.
That's a correct answer right off the
bat.
Fuck your couch.
Yes. Jacob taking a shot, proving to be very formidable at this game, coming in and fucking dominating right off the bat with the Cody Rhodes. A lot to go down for this one. 3-time World Tag Team Champion WWE, 1-time SmackDown Tag Team Champion, a 4-time Raw Tag Team Champion. He is a 2-time IC Champion, 1-time Universal Champion, 2-time Undisputed WWE Champion, King of the Ring, 2-time Rumble winner, et cetera, et cetera. AEW, obviously, AEW, 3-time TNT Champion. So there you go.
God damn, there was only a few in that one win club.
Yeah.
It
just kind of depends on how up on you are of your Ring of Honor like champion list.
I was gonna say the one reign club is actually kind of big. Not a lot of people double dipped in that title.
Yeah. So all right, let me get my next one on deck after this current one we're going to. All right, let me scroll down to this gentleman and we will get it rocking. All right. I need to find out one thing really quick. Give me 1 second on this person.
Are they alive?
No, it's not that. It's something else. I'm trying to see if this person is like semi-active, retired, something. I'm going to say this next person is retired from active competition. So a little bit. This person is, I'm going to say retired from active competition.
I'm going to put retired-ish.
Yeah.
I put retired ?
I'm pretty confident in that at the moment. So, all right. Gentlemen, this retired from an active competition person is a 2-time TNA Tag Team Champion.
Lock.
No.
JP?
No.
Scott Steiner.
That is incorrect. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. JPO locked out of this next accomplishment. Gentlemen, this person is a 1-time ECW champion.
Lock.
No.
I'm just going to guess Raven.
Is incorrect.
Okay. I will be right back if I miss something. Sorry, I just. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the show must go on. Richie, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. JPO is back in for this one. JPO, Richie, and I guess Jacob if he comes back in time. But your next accomplishment. This person is a one-time WCW Tag Team Champion. All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Next accomplishment. Gentlemen, this person is a two-time WCW Cruiserweight Champion.
Nice. Painful.
No.
No.
I don't have it.
False start there. All right. We'll see you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Moving on. Next one. This person is a two-time WWE Tag Team Champion.
So ECW champion, that gets me. How? How's he an ECW champ? But he's a cruiserweight there. I didn't have them.
All right. Two-time WWE Tag Team Champion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Keeping on going. This person is a 4-time WWE Cruiserweight Champion.
God. What the?
Oh, locked.
JPO.
Chavo Guerrero.
Ooh, Chavo is the correct answer. Yes, a little bit of a tricky one. So I started with TNA because he was tag team champion. Hernandez. Then he was ECW on Sci-Fi champion.
I thought of Sci-Fi initially, and I just couldn't pull it for some reason.
Yeah, he was that brief time as the ECW on Sci-Fi champion. Then the cruiserweight stuff makes more sense. WCW Cruiserweight champion, WWE Cruiserweight champion, tag team champion with Eddie, all that kind of stuff. Now, next JPO, I would have gone to. He is a Lucha Underground Gift of the Gods champion.
Yeah, then there's it even more. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Ooh, Chavo. Yes, I figured that'd be kind of a fun one with some interesting stuff going on there. So, all right, Chavo. For that one, let me get my next person on deck really quick. I have that ready to go. All right, a few more to go. We got 5 more. We're halfway there. All right. Okay, so all right, let me get down to the accomplishments. Make sure I'm here correctly. Again, pardon me for 1 second. All right. Okay. I got to scroll around here. Okay. All right, gentlemen. Your first account. This person, by the way, is I'll say fairly active. Still fairly active.
Activish.
All right, activish. Yeah. All right. Your first accomplishment. He is a 2-time Impact World Tag Team Champion.
Oh, he's an Impact. You say World Tag Team Champion?
Impact Tag Team Champion.
Mm-hmm. Like an Impact Tag Team Champion.
2 times. Mm-hmm. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This man is a 1-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Nope.
Never mind. Psych. All right. Well, I appreciate the thought process. The wheels are turning. All right. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shown as a one-time WCW United States champion. All right. One-time WCW US champion, NWA champion, two-time Impact Tag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This person is a one-time WWE SmackDown Tag Team champion.
So said Impact. You said WCW. Oh, hang on.
Lock, Richie?
Rhino.
Rhino's the correct answer. Nice pull, Richie. Yes. Rhino. NWA champion, later in Impact with Heath. He's the SmackDown with Heath. Invasion US title for WCW during the Invasion era. Your next one would have been a 3-time hardcore champion. That might have gotten you a little closer. And then had we not gone with that, we start going with the crazier ones. I could do the Jersey All-Pro heavyweight champion. Maybe a little
would have helped me.
But then actually the ones that would have given it away, 2-time ECW World Television Champion, 1-time ECW World Heavyweight Champion. So that would have given, because he was the last television and last heavyweight champion. So I kept those for last in case we got there. All right, but yes, Rhino. So Richie getting on the board with a point for the man beast Rhino. There you go. All right, so here we go. Let me get my next one on deck after this person, and then we will continue the festivities. All right, get that one ready to rock.
Don't worry, you're still winning, Jay.
Back. Yeah, still winning.
All I need is one to solidify.
So it's Jacob with 3 points, JP with 2, Richie getting on the board with 1, and this last one, which we did, the 2 you missed were Chavo and Rhino. So we're the last
Rhino.
two. Rhino. Yes, we got Rhino in there a little bit. So there you go. All right. Okay. All right, gentlemen. This person is currently active. All right.
Ricky Steamboat.
All right. This person, gentlemen, currently active, is a one-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Lock.
Jacob.
Bubba Dudley.
Incorrect. I almost put that on the list for tonight, though, because he's got quite the. When you start getting to 8-time tag team champion, 9-time tag team champion, 8-time tag team, it kind of narrows down a little bit once you get there. All right, the other two guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gentlemen, this person is a 2-time Raw tag team champion.
I'm gonna go Lock.
Okay, Jacob's locked out, by the way, but Richie?
Matt Hardy?
Incorrect.
I will lock as well.
JPO?
Nick Nemeth?
Incorrect. All right, so that ends this round. Jacob, you are back in. Richie and JP are locked out. So this is all you, Jacob. Should you get it on the next one? This person is a one-time Intercontinental Champion.
You ever won that belt? No.
No. All right, give about 10 more seconds. All right.
No, he never.
IC champ. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everyone back in. This person is a one-time NXT champion.
Lock.
Jacob.
Bobby Roode?
Incorrect.
Okay. The IC is the one that's throwing me off.
Okay. All right, Jacob locked out.
We're sure it's not Dolph Ziggler. No.
Yes, I'm positive.
Now the IC is the one that definitely is wrong.
Okay. All right, guys. A few more seconds for JP or Richie to lock. Otherwise, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacob locked out. JP and Richie only. This person is a one-time world heavyweight champion.
Again, are we sure?
God. Who is it? Who fucking did
All right, Jacob and Richie. A few more seconds for you guys. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody back in, including Jacob. This person is a 2-time WWE champion.
Locked.
JPO.
Drew McIntyre.
That is a correct answer, JPO. Drew McIntyre. Yes.
He only won the IC once?
Once.
I guess,
one time. Only one time.
One,
NXT champion. Then I would have jumped back up to the fun ones that might have given it away. He is an Evolve champion one time. Remember that? An Evolve tag team champion 2 times. Okay. And then
I was there for both of those wins.
Yeah, and then
not the tag,
I would have gone to
One World.
And then I would have gone to Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank. Obviously, he's won both of those as well. So, all right, Jacob and JPO now tied 3 apiece. Richie with 1 point, but still 3 to go out of the 10. So let's see what happens here. Let me get my one after
I
this.
didn't think Drew won it more than I. Yeah. NXT and TNA, there's not a lot of crossover.
Yeah, that's what I was hamming in on. I'm like, and the World Heavyweight. World Heavyweight was also helped me because I'm like, there's only a couple World Heavyweight champs.
Yeah.
If it is that World Heavyweight, unless you're, would you also mean the big gold, like as in like the Triple H Goldberg one?
Kind of like the big gold title, yeah, something like that.
But I'm saying, does it call the same thing in this game?
A World Heavyweight Champion, I think, is the big gold belt, I believe. Something like that.
Okay, so I'm just saying, so it could have been that lineage or this lineage. Okay.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, this next person is, as of right now, retired.
As of right now.
It'll make sense when we get there. All right. Okay, gentlemen. This person is a one-time NXT Tag Team Champion.
Lock.
Richie.
It's Corey Graves.
It's incorrect.
Oh, that.
I like your logic though, Richie.
All right. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This person is a one-time NXT North American champion.
Lock.
Jacob.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby. That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
Because it makes sense because I guess as of right now he's retired due to injury somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah, the farewell
hopefully
speech.
he'll be back.
Hopefully he will be back, but as of right now, yeah, he is not in active competition, unfortunately. So NXT champion one time. Scroll back up. He is a one-time ROH tag team. A lot of accomplishments actually. ROH tag champion, ROH TV champion, 3-time Ring of Honor world champion. He's got a PWG championship, CZW Junior Heavyweight Championship, TNT Championship, all kinds of belts for Adam Cole, baby. So yes. That is what you got right now. All right. So coming down to your last 2. All right. Let me get this pulled up here. All right. Here we go, gentlemen. This person is currently active. right. We'll start off with a fun one. This currently active person is a one-time PWG Tag Team Champion.
Locked.
Oh, fuck you. No.
JPO.
I'm shooting a shot, dude. I don't know. Paul London.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, calm down. Calm down, Richie.
I know. It's not the first time JPO shot a shot on some goofy one, so that's fine.
Yeah, I figured the
Why
first
not?
2 rounds, kind of like Jacob did, like they're kind of the safest because hopefully the second one's not going to give it away. Maybe.
Yeah.
But you're more likely to get a PWG than
I mean, I got it narrowed down. Like, I don't think Paul London's a bad guess, but maybe
It's
didn't
not a
that much
bad
other
guess,
shit.
yeah. Anyways, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, JPO locked out of this one. Richie and Jacob. This person is a 2-time NXT Tag Team Champion.
There goes that name. There goes that name.
Jacob.
Johnny Gargano.
That is incorrect.
Okay. I liked it.
All right. Richie only. Otherwise, you can wait for the next one and jump back in with JPO. 2-time NXT Tag Champion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Jacob blocked out. JPO back in with Richie. This person is a 1-time NXT champion.
Look.
Richie.
Was it Neville?
Neville/Pac is correct. Yes, that is correct.
Oh,
yes.
shit. Good shit.
Neville Pac, yes. Whichever one you want to go by, same person rule. Yes, that applies. 2-time Cruiserweight champion, WWE Cruiserweight champion. And then jumping back up to the AEW, 2-time Trios champion and AEW All-Atlantic champion. Yes.
That would have given it away.
Yeah, I know. That's why that would have been the last one, because not many of those. So, yes, that would have been my last one. But yes, Pac/Neville is your correct answer. All right. So Jacob with 4, JPO with 3, Richie with 2. So this could be interesting. If JPO gets this one, I'll have to pull
Get it, Richie.
Tiebreaker.
Get it,
no,
Richie.
I was about to say, Richie, for the love of me, don't get it.
Get it, Richie.
All right. Well, that means I need to come up with another one just to
it.
get a tiebreaker. So give me 1 second to check one of the ideas out of my head. Because some of these I got to make sure they have like things to go by. So
yeah, that's the other kind of hint to have is like they got to be at least a few things. Like Paul London actually maybe isn't a good guess because like SmackDown Tag Champ, PWG, and go.
Now I got to look at did Johnny Gargano win the?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Make sure he won the title.
I think I've got one on tap. I got one on tap. Okay. Gentlemen, this person is semi-active, I'll say.
Jacob's looking at his phone. Disqualify him.
I am. I'm looking to see if Johnny Gargano was a...
Oh, now he's looking to see who's semi-active, too. We know what you're doing.
He wasn't. So Johnny Gargano was a bad guess last round. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Semi-active. Okay.
Semi-active, yes.
What did he not have? PWG or the NXT?
PWG.
I think this one's gonna get fun. I got some fun ones for this one. So okay.
All right. The first one.
All right, this one could get really interesting. Let's have fun with this one. All right. I'm gonna be all over the place, but you'll see what I mean when we get there. All right. Gentlemen, this person is a 1-time FCW Tag Team Champion. I've thrown it out there before because it wasn't developmental.
You said FCW?
FCW, like as in like the developmental, for WWE.
Lock.
Jacob.
Are you considering Roman Reigns to be semi-active?
No, I'm not considering Roman Reigns to be semi-active. He would be currently active. He was just in 4 games.
I was like, is that why you're saying because he's not like he's a part-time?
No. I would consider Brock Lesnar currently active. He was just in fucking War Games. That's currently active. You know what I mean? Even though I did that. Yeah. So.
Good. Jacob's locked out. Next one.
All right, locked out. Well, that's if you guys don't want to lock in. But 5.
Well, I also did that just to see where his mind's at. Like,
okay.
when it's.
All right,
what do you mean by glad you did, Jacob.
All right, let's have some fun with this. JPO and Richie. This person is a 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Well,
Richie.
Was it MVP?
It's incorrect.
Right.
Junior?
JPO. Yeah. All right. JP, a few more seconds if you want to give it a shot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Richie locked out. Jacob back in.
What was the last one? Just junior heavyweight?
3-time IWGP junior heavyweight. Yep.
Okay, I just make sure you didn't say tag. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Your next one. This person is a one-time MLW world champion.
Oh, wait, semi-active. Okay, so no.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody back in. This person is a one-time PWG champion.
Lock?
JPO?
Low key?
That's a correct answer. Low key is the correct answer. Yes. I consider him semi because he still does the occasional indie, but he's not signed to anybody. It's kind of sporadic.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's kind of semi-active-ish. He shows up at our shows and just hangs out in the background sometimes. Things like that. Yeah.
If you said winner of NXT Season 2, I would have got
it. Yeah, right.
I needed you to get it, Richie. Damn it.
Sorry.
Now this is my wheelhouse. FCW, MLWP. Come on. I was like,
yeah, yes. I was gonna go crazy with he's won like the Jersey All Pro title.
Yeah.
Like he's won like all these like goofy indie titles. So I was gonna like keep racking.
Weirdly enough, the FCW threw me off because I was like, he wasn't around long for him to be one. But I'm like, they also had short reign. So
I was trying to think people around there. So I was like, MVP, but he held the Intercontinental title. Then.
Junior though, again, he's not winning a junior title.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to use the bathroom,
and he's never a PWG guy, but that was after the fact.
All right, I'm trying to get. Let's see.
For a second, I thought you were gonna go Alex Kozlov, and I was like, "There's no way he's going Alex Kozlov, is there?"
No, yeah, I need to decide which one I'm going to do for this one. Let me see, because for this tiebreaker,
more MLW, IWGP.
Well, I got to get somebody I haven't done yet, so I got to remember also who I've done and who I haven't done yet.
Yeah, that's fair. You might have to start writing this down. Unless we're moving on from this game.
Yeah, I got to remember like who I've done, who I haven't done. Give me 1 second. I'll have somebody for you to break this tie. So let me see here. Good. Let me check him real quick.
All right, Richie's in the other room. Jacob, don't you got something in the other room you got to do real quick?
No, I did.
Go take care of that. No, go take care of it right now. Just let me play for a little while.
I did it earlier. When duty calls.
Ew. Disqualifying for being nasty.
No, that's not enough.
Yeah, come on. Shit happens.
That's not enough. All right. Let me try this one.
I'm like tired. Like that took me like 10 seconds. Like shit happens. Didn't sink in for whatever reason.
All right. I think I might have something. Let me make sure.
Jacob messaged me. Oh, the other Jacob.
Oh, I was like, no, I didn't. Lose.
All right, gentlemen. Okay, I got one for the tiebreaker. So this is for Jacob and JPO. Sorry, Richie. This is for the tiebreaker. So I'm just gonna roll for them. If you want to write some stuff down as you're going, and if you happen to get it, you can write it on a whiteboard. All right.
And feel free to DM me. Whatever.
Yeah. All right.
But if you do, I'll hate you forever.
Gentlemen, this man is retired from in-ring competition.
If it's Ricky Steamboat, I swear to God.
No, I don't want to do it. All right.
All right, free hand. It's not him. It's Richie Steamboat. He's fucking us. It's Richie Steamboat.
This man is a one-time FCW Tag Team Champion.
That might be. Oh, you son of. That must be Richie. Do it, Jacob. It would be funny. Do it. I also feel like there's something else he won though. I don't even know if he won that actually.
All right.
Do it, Jacob.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
So Loki again.
No, this one is a one-time NXT champion.
Oh. Damn it! Why am I not doing this?
No.
Calm down. Like, you don't for sure have it. Like, it's still vague.
Again, you can write it down and prove it. Be like, circle it and say, I got it on. Say this one and then write it down. Jacob.
I'm gonna be excited.
Hold on. What was that? Richie was talking because even though he's not part of this one, Big E is a correct answer. Jacob, you win. Absolutely, yes. Big E is correct.
Damn it. I had Rollins E written down. I wanted more.
No, Big E is correct. He's retired due to injury right now.
Oh, that's true.
We thought he might be coming back. We thought he might be coming in, but they fumbled that storyline, and that never went anywhere. And then, we started getting into two-time IC champion, two-time Raw Tag Team champion, 6-time SmackDown Tag Team champion, WWE champion, Money in the Bank. Yeah. There we go.
Can we? I don't know if we did this last year. Can we have a biggest fumble of the year? Because there's New Day, R-Truth, and then MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. At least are the three that come to my mind.
I would argue. I would also argue the John Cena heel turn. There's a lot of fumbles of the year. Yeah.
They at least did some stuff, but they're also major fumbles. That could definitely be a nominee.
So new Lonely Award for biggest fumbling storyline.
Kinda, yeah. Like not
and
the
we'll
worst,
see
but
which one. Well,
fumble.
I mean, there's contenders, and we see which ones we vote for as the number one.
Yeah.
No, fumbles of the year or worst storylines or follow ups. Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. What was the MJF one?
Was that?
What was the MJF one?
The Hurt Syndicate thing.
The Hurt Syndicate. They took weeks. And then just like 1 week, like after they had been together for like 2 weeks, after a month of build up, they were together for like 2 weeks, and then 1 week they're just like, we'll change our minds, and then they like kicked them out, and there's been no like MJF versus Bobby match. There's no been, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's another just like wasted a month and a half for more or less nothing. Not even a feud. Not even like a pay-per-view match with MJF and Bobby. Like, what the fuck? Why we wasted our time?
Whatever happened with the Ricochet thing too? Wasn't he supposed to confront Hurt at some point? And that never happened. That never happened either. You know, like there was no follow-up to that. You know, there's a lot of stuff that just kind of dropped and went nowhere. Yeah, the Big E one's a big one. Yeah, where it's like, this is definitely going somewhere. He's gonna get back in the ring and. You know,
I mean, even outside of Big E, even if Big E didn't get back in the ring, it felt like a New Day, which we just haven't gotten.
That just didn't got.
They've been back to jobbers.
They were hot. They were hot for a month, and then it just.
Now they're hanging out with Grayson Waller doing nothing.
Yeah. Hey man, Grayson's a good Aussie boy.
And if they pushed him, I'm not necessarily knocking Grayson. I'm knocking the lack of push for all of them.
I would say another one they dropped, but mainly because I don't know. Wasn't excited for it anyway, but it would have been interesting if they had a story for dropping. But remember they were building up Jeff Jarrett having a last match. Yeah.
No, that could be a fumble because that's another storyline that just went nowhere. That like, they're definitely setting up a story, and then now he's just the pre-show panelist guy. Like, okay, again, like way to set up, give numerous TV segments to something that went nowhere.
Yeah. Jacob, are you going to be with us next week or no? Because I had an idea, depending on whether you're going to be with us. Are you?
Yeah.
Just thinking, we don't have much on tap next week. Should we do another rank 'em thing and find a fifth person and do one of those?
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
we haven't done one in a while. I was looking to see what the last one we did was. I'm scrolling back. The last one we officially did was female wrestlers of the 2000s. So we can either do female wrestlers of the 2010s, or we can do our first tag team one, and do like tag teams. It's up to you guys.
Want to start the tag? That might be fun. Just to give some.
The tag. You want to do? I would say you want to do like pre-2000 tag teams.
I was going to say, all the way past the 90s. Yeah, literally pre-2000.
Let's do pre-2000 tag teams. How about that? Anything pre-2000? Because that 80s and 90s. I think you can cover both. Yeah, pretty easily. So pre-2000s and their accomplishments within those decades. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think anybody's going to nominate like tag teams from the 70s. I think we're okay, but 80s and 90s for sure. So what I mean.
Yeah, I probably personally won't. I can definitely some 80s I want to put in there, but yeah.
No, 80s 100%. Yeah, definitely. Got some nominations, but you want to find like a fifth, maybe JPO. You want to reach out to some people, see who wants to.
We can discuss it if anyone has a particular suggestion.
There's no PLEs, nothing like that. Yeah, AEW's not until 27th. We don't have anything to review, so we can just do news and then jump into a rank 'em. Yeah, sound good.
I don't think WWE has one until Royal Rumble, really.
What?
Just Saturday night's main event, but whenever that is, but it's not even a PLE, really. Yeah,
so
yeah,
PLE,
for sure.
I think the next PLE is Rumble.
Yeah. So,
yeah. So.
Is Saturday night's main event next Saturday?
No. We'll be filming on the 11th. That's the 13th.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, we'll like run down the card, but yeah, like there's.
Oh yeah. If they even but
Before
again, I'm sure
card,
there'll be 3 to 5 matches.
No, but that's what I mean. That can just be like a news segment. Yeah, for sure. So, yes, we know. Thank you.
Mute Richie, please.
Hey, I'll mute it. I got a fucking Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm sorry. I got it. I forgot. Like, oh yeah, I can mute him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Whoever has the power.
But Jacob, yeah, if you're going to be here, we can do at least one more ranking while you're still with us kind of full time. And since we got nothing going on next week, JPO can put the feelers out. Whoever wants to join us for a night, do a little rank them, tell them what the topic is. Yeah, we'll do pre-2000 tag teams. Yeah, for rank them, top 12. So, yeah, I think we can do that. It'd be fun. So we'll do that next week. Let's pencil it in. Yeah, since we don't have much going on. So, yeah, I was just thinking about something we could do in the meantime just to kill some time. So, yeah, works for me. JPO, what you got going on? Doing good.
Not much more. The shenanigans here. The Periscope doing stuff there. Just dropped a countdown. Some trivia. The IC title, our IC title, will be defended on Monday, and I think the match might be more exciting than Stephanie McCoy versus Nikki Garcia. Sorry. I said Nikki Garcia too. I called her by her real name. I was looking up her filmography earlier, and she's under Nikki Garcia. So on Letterboxd, her filmography is not good. Happy Gilmore Season is the best movie, and I don't love that movie. But anyway, Periscope. Why We Love Horror. I'll be defending my Clips Championship soon. Other shenanigans, you know me. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I can't challenge you because I played in the October one. That was the one I lost, so I can't play you. So sorry. Maybe next one after that if you defend.
Hopefully I can. I feel like I win a lot and then always lose in my first defense, so we'll see.
Yeah. All right, Richie.
Yeah, you can find me tomorrow on Tournament Fights in the Grumpy Old Men tournament. I haven't been on Tournament Fights in a bit, so if you're alright to do that. The Get Off My Lawn Grumpy Old Men tournament.
Are you available on Fridays again or something like that? Is that like a thing? Or
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good because the first Friday in January is when we're doing our worst movie posters. You got to be on that one, and I've already got the folder ready for that one. I haven't made the bracket, but I've got my folder, and I've got like 70 posters in there, so I just got to whittle it down to 64. But yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, good. Yeah, that should be fun. We just did Wheel Movies. We talked about Rocky, so that was a fun conversation. Check that out, and meantime, I did a While We Love Horror tag, team match. Me and Malcolm versus Jerry Potter's Will Cohen versus the Webbs. That should be uploaded soon. Other than that, I potter around here and there. Long time, first time, and sometimes I ASAP, and when I'm looking at the chat and don't accidentally thumbs up the comment, and sorry, JVO. Remember when I thumbs up?
Yeah, all right.
And fun in there, maybe wrestling trivia sometimes, and dude.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to abruptly take over, Jacob. Sorry, I was just prepping for January, I guess. I was getting some reps in, that sort of thing. You can wrap it up. I'll go next. Movie Hero Network. You can mostly find me. Doing Wheel of Movies with me and Richie. Tournament Fights and Tier Rankers. Next week is the 87 and 86 ladder series. So doing those years. I've got 2 doses of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 watch-alongs this week. A drinking game this Saturday. We moved it up a little bit. Me and Wolfman drinking game of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, and then just a straight up commentary with Kyle Flett on Tuesday. So one sober, one not sober. So that should be interesting. And then me and Richie are on Rankum on Sunday talking James Cameron. So that's what I got going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Malcolm, because he hosts Rankum, I will be joining him on Spear from the Past to talk. To talk Ring of Honor's All-Star Extravaganza 4. It's a show that I've not seen. So
What? I have that on DVD.
You got invited to the Ring of Honor episode? I mean, I know why though. I was just on for the TNA one, but like, I would have said no to that and said just wait for the Ring of Honor one. Fuck. All right, whatever.
If that's the one I'm thinking of, yeah, I think I have that on DVD still.
Yeah, I looked at the card and I'm excited to give it a watch this weekend.
Yes, I definitely have the one with Bryan Danielson and Jerry Lynn at the main event. I 100% have that DVD, like laying in a box.
So I'm excited to watch the show, and then we'll talk about it on Monday at 8 Eastern.
Did they upload it on YouTube? Is that why he's doing it?
On YouTube, yeah.
See, he's been doing a lot of stuff that like have on YouTube because it's available, so I understand that.
Yeah, no, I'm the one that told him to do that because I was like, I'm not interested in the WWE ones 9 times out of 10 anymore. But I was like, if you had Ring of Honor and TNA, I'm down.
He hits me up for like Attitude Era WWE, and then like anything WCW is what he hits me up for, and then he hits you guys up for like TNA, like late era WWE, or
Hey, your opener is a Kenny Omega match.
I haven't seen the show, so it'll be a first time watch. So I'm excited to watch it and talk about it. But that's pretty much all I've got going on. But.
Facing a guy who I ref for a lot in Florida.
Sexy Red.
Red Titus. Give me Red Titus. I ref for that guy a lot in Pro Wrestling Riot and a bunch of other places down there. Yeah. Ref for that dude a whole bunch.
I forgot Delirious is part of the Age of the Fall. I got to brush up on my Ring of Honor trivia.
Yeah. In this case, Sasaki. Holy shit. For real? Damn. A good show. All right. Anyway.
Hopefully the card isn't.
It looks like a solid card, man. It's probably good.
So yeah, I'm excited to give it a watch. You know what else I'm excited to watch is Christmas movies because it is Christmas time, and you know what? Let me tell you why Die Hard is a Christmas movie for all you non-believers out there. All right, when does the movie take place? Christmas time. Where are they at? A Christmas party.
What's his wife's name?
Holly.
What's all the music? Christmas music. It's all Christmas music. All of it.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Anything I had this Run DMC's today. Christmas in Hollis is a Christmas movie. 100%.
Yeah. You think John's going to California for Thanksgiving? No. You think he's going there for Holly's birthday? No. He's going for a joyous, momentous holiday season, Christmas.
Well, John McTiernan and the writer both said it was a Christmas movie. End of fucking debate. They designed it as a Christmas movie. That debate is over. It's not even a debate.
So, all you non-believers. Yeah. All right, rant over. Have a good night.
Rant over? Oh, I thought you were gonna rant some more, and then I was gonna do this.